Gaming Morning Show.
Ah, the sounds of morning.
Early in the morning,
Birds singing.
gotta feed the donkey.
The sun peeking above the
When you
horizon.
feed the donkey,
The gentle nudge from your morning alarm clock.
this is what he says.
A subtle reminder that today is a new day. A new day for you to watch Gaming Morning Show, the show where you'll find science lessons.
It says, when I bake bread, I give thousands of yeast organisms false hope by feeding them sugar before ruthlessly cooking them to death in an oven and eating their corpses.
Wow.
I thought you were about bread a whole new way.
I thought you were about to say orgasms for a second there. Did either of you ever have that happen when you were in like biology class and you're reading?
Have an orgasm? I've never orgasmed during
the biology text doesn't do that for you. It's like, oh yeah,
Great deals.
computers and accessories special bundle.
Mike, they got the super chroma color in. Did you know they had that? You
I know.
overpaid for your computer.
By a lot. I wonder if, do you think they price match?
They might. Well, this is half off.
Can you take a screenshot of this and try to get a store price match?
And linguistic perfection.
Is that like when I roll my R's?
Good.
Romance.
Great.
Romance. See, everyone.
It's
It's not a hiss.
So let me hear your battle cry.
Kiki. Oh.
Kiki what?
As we all charge into Gaming Morning Show.
More like Kiki. Whoa, am I right?
Now, if only I could find a way out of this box. I'll catch up. 'Cause GMS starts right now.
Morning, gamer. It's Gaming Morning Show. This is Tuesday, December 14th, 2021. Sean's Mike. I'm hefty goof. It's good to see you. I'm seeing Dowd's already refuting what I'm saying. No, Tuesday's the only day of the week that ends in day. Day. You can't tell me otherwise, Downs. I don't believe you for the life of me. Woo! It's going to be a good show on the heels of a great GMS Plays yesterday, on the eve of a great GMS After Dark tomorrow. We'll tell you more about those shows coming up this week. We also have some YouTube content later today that we'll share with you. Very excited about that. You can get free shipping. Probably. This is like one of the most made-up days of the day. It's National Free Shipping Day, so we're going to talk about that because it's made up by a website that's like all about free shipping, I guess. It's really bizarre. We got that news on the horizon and an interview coming up at 7:25 a.m. Pacific time today. We'll talk about video games use in the world of teaching, especially because, you know, pandemic happened, right? A lot of folks went to remote learning, and so we'll talk to JT Torres and Justin Peterson, who are working on a book that specifically looks at the idea of how technology can be utilized and video games can be utilized with some of the strengths that are inherent to video games to teaching in an environment virtually. So we'll talk about that coming up at 7:25 a.m. Pacific time. Sean and Mike left side. I am Hefty Goof. A whole bunch of stuff happened yesterday. I had a concert I had to go to. Oh my gosh, fifth grade band concerts or something else. They just really get to the point, don't they? Not a lot of movements in those pieces, are there?
It was a good concert.
It was efficient.
They didn't, but they could have started the concert and they're like, we're gonna play 20 pieces for you tonight. And everyone's like, what? But each pieces they're like, and now we will play hot cross buns. Boop boop boo boop boop boo boop 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 boop. And now we will play Twinkle Twinkle. Thank you. Thank you.
They were like 10 seconds long.
It was fantastic.
I love the discoveries that I'm making as a parent. I mean, they had fun, and that was the whole point. Their band director was like,
so good.
This is the whole thing, is to get them to fall in love with this. So they got to get used to performing, right? But this is what they can do. And I was like, wow. I mean, then they had the high schoolers show up, and then they did like twice as long.
Yeah.
Band. So anyway, it was an adventure. It was fun. I got to see you for a split second. I was with you for most of plays yesterday. How about that?
That was fantastic. I thought for sure you were gonna fall asleep at some point, but you never did.
Might have been a hefty record. So
I think it was.
I am JF Down, Scott Chick 360, Dungeon Meowster KJ in the chat this morning. K-Laugh checking in with a yo as well. KJ was here 38 past 5 o'clock.
First!
So it's good to see you this morning. Coming up, a Utah family has home to,
Utah.
a life-size gingerbread house. There's no really other way to tease that. There's a gingerbread house, and it's gigantic. Do you do gingerbread houses during the holiday season?
Yeah.
Yeah, every year?
Yeah.
Are you making the gingerbread yourself and cutting out?
No.
Oh, okay. Like these are kids.
Are you on drugs?
Apparently.
That's like, you know how hard it is to make gingerbread?
I mean, I've seen like architects do things and engineers do things, and that looks terrifying. So, you know, to be able to make the shape so they all go together.
Oh, I thought you meant like you were watching them cook gingerbread, and I was gonna say that would be very difficult to. Yeah, you can't really get a really good KJ. Just say it is okay.
Hey, Samantha, could you come in here and work on the plans for the new school we're building? Just a second. I'm over here engineering some banana bread, and I said banana
I'm
bread.
making gingerbread. Yes, this year in 2021, we're gonna do banana bread houses.
Actually, that sounds delightful. I want banana bread houses.
It's a lot of bricks you're gonna have to make, though.
Acorns, fattening squirrels. We'll have that story for you as well. Oh God. And then a beast. There's a beast story. They even survive volcanoes now. So whatever, they're untouchable. All the bees are gonna live forever. Yeah, I am a piano good moron. To you, piano.
Top of the moron.
I have a gingerbread house from IKEA. Did it come with written instructions, or does it just show pictures? That's kind of an IKEA thing, right?
Yeah, I hope it comes with IKEA instructions.
Why is this person holding a lamp? It's not important. Just go with it. It'd be even better if you got like a side of Swedish meatballs. K-Laugh, yes, the Abbey Road medley style concert. I can dig it. It was very efficient. It was very fast. Scott Chick, getting my full title today. Absolutely, Scott Chick.
A warm welcome to our deputy cat petter, Scott
I
Chick.
did say 360, didn't I? Yeah. So 360 was my father. Oh man, so hard to make gingerbread, says KJ. There you go, Mike. Proof.
Yep. So hard.
And a house made of fruitcake would be sturdier than banana. I was gonna say banana bread house would probably be too flimsy,
Sounds like a very mushy house.
but delicious. I had apple pizza last night.
I don't know what that is.
It's
I
absolutely
know
tasty.
Sean mentioned that he was upset you weren't going to share it with him because you never allow him to share things.
It's because Ryan hates me.
Yeah, but we established that in GMS Place. But what the hell is a apple pizza?
All right, you know an apple pie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what a pizza is, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so take the apple pie, but make it have like the size and shape of a pizza. It's like apple pie, but compacted down, so it's like super delicious.
So you make a apple pie and then you just like lay on it.
Just
And
smash
becomes
it.
an apple pizza. I feel like that's not the most effective way to make anything.
It just sounded like Donald Duck there. That's not it. That was the first one was better. Piano says we're doing it Christmas Eve. I'll be so disappointed if it isn't shapes only instructions. Well, good luck. And the link there to the Discord. We'd love to see it when you're done. Anyone who's doing gingerbread houses or any Christmas holiday style art, we'd love to see. I did put a picture of the apple pizza in the Discord, so you can see what it looks like there. Like a really flat upside down apple crisp.
Oh, that's what that was.
It's more
Thought
like
it
an
was a
apple
cookie.
More like an apple pie, but yeah. Listen, and Sean knows this about me. Like, I don't share food. We already know that pretty effectively, but like, I'm also pretty protective of my apple pizza, so you know, I'm not gonna.
So this kind of looks like somebody just doesn't know how to make an apple pie, so they threw a bunch of things in a pan and covered it with whatever's on top of it. Crispness.
covered it with.
They're like, yeah, I don't know.
Christmas.
I don't know how to make an apple pie, so let's just put all this in here and then put some of this on top of it. Add a little Christmas. Hey, we're good.
Funnily enough,
Or it looks like someone that knows how to make an apple pie, but they don't have a pie pan. They're like, what do I do?
funnily enough, I think Hefty Wife said that she learned to make this like in home ec in high school, and it never left her brain. So that worked. There you go. Today is Monkey Day.
Wow. Good thing Austin's not here.
Does Austin not like monkeys?
Hates them.
What? Was the monkey part of the hot fudge incident?
I thought you had the hot fudge incident.
So maybe Austin was there
So
too.
Austin was there too? Was it the
Monkey's
monkey
involved.
throwing hot fudge?
Didn't you see the second monkey?
Yep.
There was clearly a second monkey involved.
Clearly.
Of course.
Watch the film.
Clearly.
Roast Chestnuts Day, which no matter what you tell me, will now be Roast Conkers Day. So, good luck. It's not going to happen. It's just Roast Conkers Day. It's National Bouillabaisse Day.
Close.
Yeah, ballpark.
Bouillabaisse?
We'll count. Hey, that one was much better than the whatever you said the first.
There's just so many letters.
Bouillabaisse.
Kinda. Is it Bouillabaisse?
Yeah.
KJ, this sounds foodish. It's Bouillabaisse. It's National Alabama Day, National Energy Conservation Day, and our topic of the day, which is National Free Shipping Day. Again, this has to do with some website, but I'm curious. Have you ever spent more or done like a trial of something to get free shipping?
No.
Really? You've never had the cart say, spend $3 more and we'll waive your shipping charges?
No.
Really?
Yeah, I like to stick it to those websites, and I'm like, well, you lost my business, and then I just leave. And then I go to Amazon.
Do you have free shipping at Amazon?
Yeah, I have Prime. So.
Mike's like, not to brag, but I got Prime, so.
I was one of the pioneering members of Prime.
Mike
I
was
got it
prime.
way back when.
I was Prime before Prime. I'm Optimus. Good morning to you, Culty Vibes.
Top of the moron.
I've done this so many times. I've added, the extra $3 item to the cart. I've even signed up for like I think it was called Shop Runner. Maybe it still exists. But Shop Runner was like a website that you paid extra money for annually, and you got free 2-day shipping at a variety of websites. So yeah, I've totally done this before. The NFL used to give us Shop Runner for free, and that was super cool when you had season tickets. Well, as part of the season tickets thing. But they got rid of that like after a year. And I was like, oh, that was pretty cool.
Oh,
So,
dang it. They moved the goal again.
good morning, Culty Vibes. Good to see you. Bouillabaisse. Fish stew.
Oh, that's what that is? Oh, I thought it was like chicken. I mean, I guess fish are the chicken of the sea. So it's basically the same thing.
Huh.
Yep.
Because you can pay like
Bouillabaisse.
$6 in shipping, or you could add $3 and get free shipping. You would do that, right? That's a good deal.
But that's never how it is. It's always pay $3 in shipping or spend $20 more and get free shipping.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you more often than not. I had one the other day that was exactly the scenario I just laid out, and it was like a no-brainer. But yep, you're absolutely right. It's like, man, if I just get one extra T-shirt for $25, I could save $6 in shipping.
Yep.
They know what they're doing. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like K-Laugh like folks behind the scenes who are like, let's price all of our stuff this way so it's impossible to get a dollar amount that's over $50 without adding 3 or more items.
Whoa.
KJ says the cubes of powder that are supposed to make chicken stock but really just a lot of salt, kind of like a ramen packet packed into a cube. Bouillabaisse. You know what I just find interesting? When we start talking about certain types of food, there's less of that, oh, now I'm going to get bouillabaisse for lunch. Don't think anyone's looking for a good fish stew this morning. If it's wings day, we usually get like, oh, I'm getting wings for lunch. Nachos day, oh, can't wait to have nachos. But I don't think the Bouillabaisse store is going to be flooded with clients today.
Flooded.
Sure, there's someone out there.
Chris.
Why is your money on Chris?
Because I bet Chris likes fish too. He's one of those culinary elites. You know?
Culinary elite, Chris M.E. Chris M. Elite. I mean, I like clam chowder, which isn't fish, but it's seafood soup. So it's very bouillabaisse adjacent, I guess. I don't know. It's not even close to what we're talking about, but it's close. Oh, nice shot. Oh,
They have a dedicated goalie.
Because
He's gonna get blown up soon.
if we score 4 goals, we get free shipping. Guess we're paying for shipping. I think there's a lot of Prime members, I'm guessing, in the chat. I think everyone's shopping at a place that already gives free shipping. Even though it's not free. The great myth of our time. Do you think more people would sign up for, like, I don't know, you pay X amount of dollars a year and you get free shipping from, like, a collection of stores? There should be, like, a small business conglomerate or something, you know what I mean? That'd be cool.
I think Amazon
goals
has,
open.
There we go. I think Amazon's made it very difficult to convince people to pay for shipping, because anytime I'm at a store now that you have to pay shipping, even if it's like $2, I'm like, ugh, maybe I can find this thing that's clearly only on this website on Amazon.
It's true. True. I wish it wasn't true, but it's true.
It's so true,
Yeah.
and it's so silly because most of the time it's not even that expensive.
You know, I think even it's less about paying for the shipping, like that $2 scenario you just laid out. It's more, but this is going to take 3 to 5 days. Ugh. Right? Even though I found myself clicking that little button that says, what is it called? Amazon Day Delivery, where they bring all your stuff on the same day.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Which
done
is
that quite a bit.
interesting.
I know.
Well, because it turns out it's like, oh yeah, you can have everything on Wednesday, or you can click on this fancy little button that says Amazon Day, and you can get everything on Saturday. Wait, what? But I want it like ASAP.
And that's the whole point, right? If you want it ASAP, keep it on 2-day shipping. If you want it, you know, you're ordering it, but you don't need it right away, then you can get it all in less packaging. Because one of my biggest pet peeves, and I think Amazon's gotten better at it, is when they take something that's the size of a pencil and they throw it in a box that would fit the German Shepherd. Like, which absolutely drives me nuts.
Oh,
Dang it.
I had an angle. Mike totally played goalie.
On our side of the field. It doesn't count.
Kalaf said that's called paying taxes so the USPS can get funding. Oh, I see. The thing about getting shipping from small businesses or a conglomerate. Yeah. I mean, at least the Postal Service made the whole flat rate shipping thing. That works a whole lot better. I'm a big fan of that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Winners chat 625.
Yeah.
Nice shot, Mike.
Take that, Guerrero.
So you didn't blow the person up. You just moved them completely out of the goal.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he just bullied him out of there.
Just knocked the
It was
play
great.
out.
All right, there you go. 9:26 out on the East Coast is 2:26 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. All right, coming up, like we said, there is a story that we can't wait to share about a life-size gingerbread house. That's coming up. Hour from now, we'll talk to JT Torres, Justin Peterson about video games and use in education. They wrote a piece for Inside Higher Ed that we linked on our Twitter at WatchGMS. In fact, you can find all of us on Twitter as well. Later this hour, I believe, we're going to have Beer of the Day. And then unlike yesterday where we had, 4? Right? We did 4
Yep.
beers of the day.
They're still down here.
We'll just do 1, I promise. So that's all coming up. But right now we have to get informed. We need the headlines of the day video game style. And to do that, we turn to the one, the only #video game expert. Here's Sean.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, December 14th, 2021. And this is your Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News. Assassin's Creed is laying out their year 2 roadmap, which already is pretty cool. But even cooler, they went to Twitter and they were like, oh yeah, did we forget to announce that we're going to have a crossover between Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Assassin's Creed Odyssey? They sure did. And it's pretty cool. So they're bringing Cassandra from Assassin's Creed Odyssey into Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is pretty fantastic. So this caught a lot of people off guard because I hadn't heard any rumors about anything like that, and I don't think anyone else did either. So this is pretty cool. I haven't played Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I wasn't avoiding it. It didn't look bad or anything. I just never got around to it. But I loved Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So now am I gonna have to play all the way through Valhalla so I can play this crossover?
I think you know the answer.
Definitely a maybe.
Definitely a maybe.
So yeah, there's a trailer they posted, and I don't see a link in this, but if you, it's all over social media, so you should be able to find it pretty easily. Where you can see the two meet. So it's pretty cool.
So
pretty
is it,
good.
is it Assassin's Creed now?
Assassin's Creed is.
Or do we move the exclamation point? Or not the exclamation point, the apostrophe. So it'd be plural assassins.
Assassins is Creed.
Assassin's Eye.
Assassi. Sassai Creed.
I like when companies do stuff like this, where they at some point they were like, I have a great idea, and then someone else is like, yeah, but don't tell anyone. This will be good. This will be a good surprise. Don't tell anybody.
Why did they
'Cause-
pop out of my Assassin's Creed cake? You're surprised.
There's also times where developers like, I have a good idea. Let's tell everyone before we even start making it. Get people excited, but not this time.
And then it shows up and you're like, ah.
We've known about this for forever. Speaking of making things and telling everyone about it, Mega Man's coming to Netflix.
Ooh,
That's
like
right.
This.
Yeah, Mega Man is going to be a Netflix live-action movie.
Oh god.
This could be really cool,
Could.
or not. This could also be real bad. But yeah, we'll see. This comes from Wesley. Nope. This comes from Ryan Leston of IGN, who they've learned from sources familiar with the project that the Mega Man film is still very early in development. However, it looks as though Netflix is going to be bringing it to our screens. It's yet to be officially confirmed by Netflix, but the film's production company Super Marché let slip about the partnership during a recent website update.
I was gonna say, this sounds like one of those stories where it's like, hey, Netflix, you coming out with a Mega Man thing? No, you kidding me? And then like right next to him is like this person nodding yes. This is from the other side. Netflix looking at that person like, what are you doing?
Stop it. Weren't you paying attention to the Assassin's Creed thing? We're trying to keep it quiet. Surprise people.
Sean liked that one. We want to keep the other one quiet too.
There's going to be a crossover with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Henry Rell and their in-house producer Orly Rose Strauss maintain an active development slate, reads the website. Features in the works include an adaptation of Capcom's Mega Man for Chernin Entertainment and Netflix, which they wrote and are directing.
It's marble, by the way. It's a
Marvelous?
Marble. It's a marble slate.
Marble?
Yeah, as
Marble.
opposed to like a granite slate.
Marble House?
Yeah, it's a slate.
Marble.
Marvel.
Marble. So that'll be cool. Like I said, it could be really fun.
Could be.
Could be real terrible.
I like Mega Man. I liked all the games. They were fun.
I hope they. Have you seen?
Yes.
I'm mostly asking Ryan because I think you're the least likely to have seen it. The original artwork for Mega Man for like the first game on the box.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yes.
All right, this is good.
Is this going in Discord?
No, this is gonna go right in the chat. This will be.
Bam. Get ready for it. It's gonna be epic.
Wonderful.
Oh, here it is. Perfect.
Beautiful.
This.
Okay. Whoa!
that's
not gonna work.
Holy.
It's a big link.
Wow.
There's a link that's not even a link.
Someone time out Sports.gaming. Spamming the chat.
I reached the character limit. Can I get a smaller link,
moly.
please?
Wow.
Where's the button on my phone that says just delete the message? Like, why can't I just do that? I only can time you out or ban you, and I don't want to do
This
either
is-
of those things.
You should ban me. I've been terrible. All right, well, the link's only giant. So if you maybe this one. Let's try this one.
Yeah, there's got to be a smaller one.
That link is sus.
Look how much smaller this one is. Why couldn't the first one do that? All right, so look at this picture. This was the cover for the first Mega Man game for the NES.
What?
And this is the artwork they went with. And I hope this is the aesthetic of the movie.
No. I don't want to
Yep.
see this.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, this.
No,
wow.
It has to be this.
Great.
It has to be this.
It's so wonderful.
It has to be some guy in an ill-fitting blue and yellow suit holding a pistol. It's just like, it's Mega Man.
Who has dislocated shoulders.
Yeah, why is his helmet off to the side?
Because somebody said, "Little Jimmy, you can go ahead and make the
Mega
cover
Man.
for me."
Do you want to be Mega Man?
Mega Man
could
didn't
wear
have a
this helmet.
weapon.
Yeah, he doesn't even
Sure
have
he
like
does.
his
He's got a Glock,
blaster.
it's
He has an
fine.
actual gun.
Ugh.
Yep, no, that's the movie. That's the movie.
80s were a different time.
He started off with the Glock, and then he accidentally shot himself in the foot, and that's when he went to the blaster. Yeah, because his arms
So-
were all wonky. And he's like, "Oh, this doesn't work."
Next time you play Mega Man, just remember that in someone's mind, this is what that game
Well,
looked like.
Wasn't the guy who created Mega Man Dr. Light or something like that, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Dr. Light was like, hey, I'm going to give him a pistol. And like Mike described, day one, Dr. Light's like, nope, it's got to be different than that. Put it back in the machine.
Mega Man's like, can I get a helmet that fits? And Dr. Light's like, sorry, it's the only one we have, and it's better than nothing.
Budget constraints.
The last guy had a much bigger head. I'm just terribly sorry.
Wait, there was another one of me? What are you talking about? No, I'm just kidding. You're the first.
In our last news story, the door.
I hope it involves a door.
Last news story of the day. I know where "or" came from.
Yes.
You ready? Switch sold more than 1 million units in November.
Yeah, fair.
I was one of those.
Yeah, Mike
I'm a part of
contributed.
history.
Let's see if this is from Wesley LeBlanc of Game Informer. Let's see if he mentions Mike in the article here. For the important holiday shopping week of Thanksgiving, which included Black Friday, Nintendo Switch was also the top-selling video game console, with nearly 550,000 systems sold, including one to Maiko. Although I don't know if that was the week you bought
I
it.
thought it said more than 1 million.
This was just the week of Thanksgiving and Black Friday was over 500,000. With November logged in the record books, Nintendo Switch has now been the top-selling video game console for 35 out of the last 36 months. That's pretty good. Yeah, their final sales for the month were 1.13 million units split between the 3 variants of the console. That's a lot of Switches.
It's the only one you can find.
It's,
Can't buy
it's true.
it.
There's
Honestly,
that too.
yeah.
Default.
But it's
I mean, it is
also
a fun thing. So.
yeah, and the fact that it's the top-selling console for 35 out of the last 36 months, and that 1 month was probably like the month one of the other consoles came out. That'd be my guess. Yep. The Switch has passed 92 million units sold as of last month.
Still no Wii U though.
Ugh. Gross.
Wii U.
He always says the thing. Ugh. Always last, but never least, we finish off today's Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News with the world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today. There's Clockwork Aquario out on PlayStation 4 and Switch. Gear.Club Ultimate 2 Ultimate Edition out on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, I did it again, Xbox One, and PC. Among Us is out for consoles, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and Xbox One. Asteroids Recharge is out on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Fire Girl Hack and Splash Rescue is out on PC. Greek Memories of Azure is out on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Noble Fates is out on PC. But for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to One Hand Clapping out on Switch.
I can make your one hand clap.
I can make your hand clap, 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 clap.
Not bad. Not bad at
Couldn't
all.
clap that fast with one hand.
Yeah.
It's tough. They didn't say it was easy. If it was easy, they
I've
wouldn't
got,
make it a game.
I've got bones in my hand. Weird.
Got bones
ruins
in my
everything.
hand and they won't go.
Oh my gosh.
Well, congratulations to one of the many popular games you can get on the incredibly popular Switch. One hand clapping. So, yeah, name of the morning. Could grow up to become a name of the month. Could just be a name of the morning that we forget about. Who knows what its fate is? It's too early to decide. No specific hate to one hand clapping. It's just the case that only one game a month is named our name of the month. What was our name of the month for November?
Game thing. Tunberg.
Game thing.
Bill?
Oh yeah, it was that one. I remember.
Absolutely.
I have it marked down. But usually we don't tell it till we give it away.
Okay, what about our one for October?
Yep, got that one too.
Okay, cool.
Blue.
Can't wait to reveal all of those.
God dang it.
You'll be amazed, chat.
See,
Yeah.
I'm going backwards in time to find the one that we gave away. Oh, it wasn't
Backwards
that one.
in time.
I think it was. Didn't we give June? We gave June away.
Yeah,
right?
we've given June away.
Okay.
Not
Yeah,
July.
July's a pretty good one. August, man, we got some really good ones coming up.
Oof. Should we do one tomorrow?
I'm down.
Maybe Thursday. I don't know. Don't want to
Ah,
rush it.
Maybe February.
Okay, fair enough. If you're a
I
Patreon
think we should wait
subscriber,
till the nice round month.
how about the next month that ends in Ember?
We only give names of the month
January.
away in months that are perfect squares. So
I don't know what that means.
1, 4, 9. 1 squared is 1, so January.
Nice.
April,
2 squared is
September.
4, April,
Nice.
September. Those are the only months.
Okay,
Nice.
that's actually what we've been doing.
Yeah, see,
We
there was a
definitely thought
pattern
about
all
this.
along.
Yes, that's why I haven't seen one since September, and before that, I hadn't seen one since April. It's exactly how we had planned it. Remember that meeting. Hey, become a Patreon subscriber, and when we do give away names of the month, you can get double entries into those. Visit patreon.com/gamingmorningshow to find out more about our Patreon.
Thank you for your support of GMS.
There's a couple of mascots of Gaming Morning Show. The official one is...
It's Diego, the Gaming Morning Lizard. Ba-dum-bum.
Haven't seen Diego bouncing around back there. Oh, there he is. He just showed up on cue.
He knows. He's
Okay.
he's good. He's trained. Good job.
Do we have Diego Cam coming soon?
Yes. There's a bit of a rework going on in the office.
Okay, fair enough.
So once that gets settled, he'll be there.
And then we kind of kept Bear Bear out in the cold. Bear Bear's going to get like 10 minutes of screen time today.
I wasn't. I thought it might be like real rainy and gross outside today, so I've been hesitant to open the window.
Not worth it.
Do we think it's gonna be really gross outside?
I think
Might
it's
be
going to be
second.
kind of clear. And
All right, well let's check. Oh no, it's another nice day. Wow,
wow, just
sheesh. So we're so lucky.
the lighting back there is always so appropriate.
Crazy. I'm starting to think maybe he has like lights out there. Like a couple like floodlights or something. That just makes it. It's like a sound stage that he's put outside.
Do you think he has a green screen behind him?
Oh, that's possible.
Bear Bear, do you have a green screen? You couldn't see it because he's far away, but he
His
shrugged.
silence.
It's
His silence
Oh, no?
speaks volumes.
Just a baby shrug. Just itty
You
bitty
have,
shrug.
to, you have to wait and find out. Maybe he has a green screen.
Death, taxes,
That would
and
make
Bear
sense.
Bear's weather. Only certainties in life. Calty says, only give names within the Fibonacci sequence. Of course, yes. Yes. Let's go to Utah. There's a story there. Get me out of this math talk.
Utah.
Ben Hooper, UPI, tells us about people who made a life-size gingerbread house.
They sure did. This is one of those feel-good stories. Hold on. Sorry, there was a yuck in my throat. A Utah family is drawing the attention of passers-by, as well as internet users, after being decorated to resemble a life-size gingerbread house. Virginia Hoffman said she realized a few years ago that a red brick home in the Yale Crest area of Salt Lake City bears a striking resemblance to the Christmas season treats, so she started thinking of ways to decorate the home as a gigantic gingerbread house. Hoffman enlisted the help of her family to make her vision a reality. I told my family about it, and luckily, they didn't think I was crazy. And so we painted these gumballs in the kitchen over Thanksgiving of 2019. And then my daughter and son-in-law helped me figure out how to attach them to the house, Hoffman told KSTU-TV. Hoffman, an interior designer by trade, and her husband, a professional artist, added vanilla wafers into the mix for this year's decoration. We made them out of foam, insulation, and then my husband melted out the squares with a soldering iron. And I painted them, and got the exact right colors to look like cookies, Hoffman said. The early decor has proven popular with neighbors, and this year's version went viral online after Hoffman's daughter shared photos on Reddit. I hope that if I can just put a smile on anyone's face, if it can help just a little bit, a little Christmas cheer, that's the whole goal. It will all be worth it, she said. It's a ginger dog.
It's not a ginger dog house.
It could be.
But-
Have you tried eating it?
But I searched giant gingerbread house, and there's a picture of a dog in a gingerbread man costume. I couldn't say no.
That's fair.
Yeah. Can't argue that. So, there you go.
That's pretty neat, though. I mean, it's a little weird, but it's pretty neat, too.
I feel like this is something that you would do because you love the holidays so much.
There's not enough lights. Yeah.
There's
I
not
don't-
enough lights at your house or in that version that they made in Utah.
In this story, yeah. So I would do it with lights because I like Christmas lights.
Gotcha.
Lights.
Yeah, I was very uninspired hanging my lights this year, and then I went out there
Same.
yesterday, and there were like a stretch that was burnt out. Like I feel like I got like a short or something. So definitely fix that.
When I was a kid in Pennsylvania, my dad and I spent a lot of time putting up our Christmas lights, and then a squirrel started eating them and taking them off the. They just chew off like a bulb, and then we'd have to be like, so you had to replace it. And eventually, we're like, F it. Like, we're not going to put them up right here. Stupid squirrels.
How did it not get electrocuted?
I'm guessing it was during the day, maybe when they were off. I don't know.
But when never mind. Solved my own question. Thank you.
Yep.
Me. So smart. Digital Doc Games is here. Speaking of smart.
Good moron.
It's good to see you, Doc.
Smart. Just because you're a doctor doesn't mean you're smart.
Our question of the day today has to do with free shipping. Have you ever added something to your online shopping cart just to get free shipping? Have you ever signed up for a free trial to avoid paying for shipping?
Oh, gosh.
Nice.
I've signed up for a trial to get, like, free YouTube Premium. That's not the same.
Fair.
Yeah.
Doc says Walmart gets me to do that all the time. Walmart had a thing, it was like, I think probably still is, $35 was this threshold.
Yeah.
So I definitely have added, a bottle of, laundry detergent to get past something I'll use.
Well, now we understand why Ryan has like 48,000 boxes of goldfish crackers in his garage.
Those are free shipping crackers.
Shot. Apparently, free shipping, like I said, is a website. So they started this day of the day. It's one of those You remember when like there was the one, was it Retail Me Not or something that came out? It was like, oh, this is cool. They list coupon codes for sites, and then you type in now Nintendo Switch coupon code, and you get 487,000 sites.
None of them work.
Yes, and none of them work. Kind of feel like Retail Me Not just needed to stay like the internet's best kept secret, which is impossible.
That's why you gotta use the Honey extension on your browser.
Yeah, those never work either.
No, they don't. And then on top of it, like literally for everything you purchase, it's like, let's see what Honey says. And you're like, I know what I want. Let's see if you got the best deal. Like, no, this is a deal. Like, I know. Are you sure you don't want to see the better deal? And you're like, dude, like I get it. Like, okay, thank you, but I think I'm set.
And then Samuel L. Jackson shows up on your computer, like in those Capital One commercials. You're like,
Then
wasn't
Ving
expecting you.
Rhames calls you, like, we have the meat. And you're like, why are you yelling at me about meat? He just gets confused, and he's like, I'm sorry.
What?
This whole sequence is terrible.
Why is it? I was ordering Chipotle. Why am I getting Arby's? So top of the moron to you, Brendan.
Good moron.
Oh, it's good to see
It'd be
you.
better though if he was like, "You have the best price," and then you can just leave it at that. Be like, all right, great, thanks, Vim, what?
Wait, that's
That is
Ving
a-
Rhames?
That does the we have the meat, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's awesome.
We have the best deals.
But can I get a Jamocha shake, please? Thank you. Small. Good moron too, or online coupons to Arby's. Yes, Honey gives you those. If you want the best price on your beef and cheddar, save 3 to 5% on this purchase.
Add an extra 4 sandwiches, and we'll give you free shipping. But I'm in the drive-thru. It's fine. I was lucky.
You get in the drive-thru, it's like, can I take your order? Like, yeah, I want this. We're like, okay, your total's gonna come $8.75. Just a second, please. I need to check my Honey app. You're holding up the line, sir. Just a second, I said. It's running through 13 promo codes. Oh, Brendan, you're so right. That was definitely the journey of tangents. Welcome to Gaming Morning Show. We got birthdays next.
Oh, dang. Wow. That was pretty cool.
That's the only non-AI on the orange team. Oh, crap! I forgot to change my car settings, like K-Laugh instructed me yesterday. So I'm still the orange car. Aura's here. Good moron to you, Aura. It's nice to see you.
Top of the moron.
Roast beef sounds good now. Sounds better than Bouillabaisse.
Can you go to Arby's and ask for some fish stew?
Oh, no. I don't even feel right about that.
I'd really like a French dip sandwich, but instead of the dip sauce, do you have any fish stew?
Could you smother it in fish stew?
Yucky.
How old is your bouillabaisse?
It's
What's
been
that?
sitting next to a roast beef all day. It's actually under the same heating lamp. Doesn't seem sanitary. It's not. Does that complete your order?
Oh, you went to Dunkin' Donuts. I asked for some bouillabaisse.
Oh, the bouillabaisse donut. I'd rather eat a Boston cream donut.
Bouillabaisse.
Sorry, what? Oh my god, so gross. So gross.
You are one of life's winners.
We are. Aura says, I work in McDonald's. If someone did that in my drive-thru, I'd have a breakdown. Please don't go to Aura's McDonald's and order a bouillabaisse.
Click through honey.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, you mean the honey part?
I'm guessing the honey app is what he's talking about.
You don't get too many requests for bouillabaisse. So, Brendan Arby's other tagline is, "We've got the fish stew." A/B testing. I'd love to see the respondents who chose the fish stew. On 6:53 West Coast, 9:53 out East, 2:53 for those watching GMS in the UK. About 30 minutes from now, we'll talk to JT Torres, Justin Peterson about using technology, specifically video games, in the classroom. Had a piece for Inside Higher Ed that we'll talk about. That's coming up 7:25 a.m. Pacific time this morning. We will work on getting our last two interviews on our YouTube channel, so please check that out. youtube.com/gamingmorningshow. All right, birthdays-wise, today is the 14th of December, 2021. And you'll have to find the birthdays on your own, Mike and Sean. Get wrecked. Okay. Let's see.
More.
Oh, no. Thank you. You took care of that for us. Hal Williams has a birthday today. Hal was Police Officer Smith on Sanford and Son, and also was in the Waltons. Some other things as well. 63, excuse me, today. 63 for Hal Williams.
Congrats, Hal. 6
Ted
more years, buddy.
Raimi? Is it Raimi? Rami? Raimi?
Raimi.
56 today.
He was in shows. He's got a connection to you, Ryan.
What's that?
His older brother is Sam Raimi, director of cinematic masterpiece Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire.
Like, what? Oh, well, no happy birthday to you, Sam. Car. Natascha McElhone?
Yeah.
That's not right. How do I say that? McElhone?
McKellen.
Bouillabaisse, 52 today.
She was in such films as Ronin and the Truman Show.
It's a terrible fun fact.
That's pretty terrible. It's terrible movies.
McElhorn. First try.
Would you call me?
So, Truman Show was pretty okay.
No.
Wait, I think I know who this person is. Let me see.
She's an actress.
Yeah, right there. Huh,
Yep, right there.
Was in the Truman Show. Did you know that? All right.
I think she played not Truman.
Actress KaDee Strickland is 46 today.
Sweet. She was in Private Practice as the emphatic Dr. Charlotte King.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Private practice. Actually, I've probably seen way too much Private Practice, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My wife watched that show a ton.
I'm sorry.
Vanessa Hudgens turns 33. Actress.
Only 33. Good gravy. She's done a lot of stuff for a 33-year-old. She was in Powerless with her younger sister, Stella.
Just was in a movie about, like, Parent Trap
Airplanes?
meets The Princess Diaries. Because my kids were watching that the other day. I was like, is that Vanessa Hudgens?
Vanessa?
Gotcha. Rapper Offset is 30 today. Part Amigos.
Cool.
Singer Tori Kelly is 29.
Tori Kelly, she's in Sing. She was the elephant.
In Sing 2, in fact.
Nina.
Well, I mean, I guess she's in both of them, technically.
So,
She was on American Idol and finished 4th, I believe. But she used to put out these incredible covers on YouTube, and that's what started her career.
also, Nationwide is on your side. So,
Great.
Tori Kelly, Leslie Odom Jr.,
This is good.
Brad Paisley,
Mhm.
frickin' Peyton Manning.
What?
I said frickin'
So I have
Peyton
to-
Manning.
Boycott the movie now.
Any other birthdays?
Yeah. Singer, whistle player, Peter Spider Stacy of the Pogues is 63.
Excuse me, whistle player?
Singer, whistle player, Peter Spider Stacy of the Pogues is 63.
That's a sentence.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Huh.
That's actor T.K. Carter from Punky Brewster is 65.
Hi,
Does anyone
this is for
remember Punky
Austin.
Brewster?
Actor Jackson Rathbone. He's a 37, played Jasper in the Twilight movies. It's for you, Austin.
It's Dr. Doolittle's birthday.
Like the Dr. Doolittle?
No, the Dr. Doolittle that was a World War II general.
Oh.
Yeah, that he did that before he became the doctor that talked to the animals.
You know the Dr. Doolittle?
That was his origin story. A shell blew up around him, and then he woke up, and there was a squirrel sitting there, and I was like, "Hey, are you okay, man?" He's like, "Are you talking to me, squirrel?" The squirrel's like, "Yeah, you just took a shot in the head." And he's like, "I'm James Doolittle. Who are you?" I'm Sam the squirrel. And he's like, "Oh." And then like a snail was like, "Hello, I'm a snail." And that was the end. That was how it started.
Why was snail? Was the snail British?
Yep.
That was a really good snail accent.
Everyone knows all snails are British.
Good more on to you, Earthling Gaming. It's good to see you. Said Vanessa Hutchin.
Vanessa Hudgens.
Top of the moron.
Was that the snail again?
Oh man.
Tori Kelly didn't win American Idol. That's wild. Listen, a lot of people. In fact, this is a fact, Brennan. More people have not won American Idol than have won it.
Ooh, hot take.
That's accurate.
Justin Guarini. I'll always remember you. Had a birthday recently. Anyway, this day in gaming history, 1993 is one of them. So time for Sean to play Lawsuit or Not Lawsuit.
Not lawsuit.
All right, we'll go back to 1993, as I mentioned. Nintendo released Fire Emblem for the Super Famicom in Japan. It's the first 24 megabit cartridge.
Nice.
So,
Correct.
no confirmation whether the art was as good as the Mega Man art produced in 1980
Nothing's as good as the
something.
Mega Man art.
He had a pistol.
It's so good.
Had a Glock.
Can't wait for the movie.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if they based it only on that cover.
On that? Oh, that'd be so cool.
So someone who's producing that movie is like, I've never seen Mega Man, but I got this artwork. It looks like
I'm Mega
RoboCop
Man.
before RoboCop.
No, he was more like. Boo, boo, boo. Yeah. That hurt a lot. Oh, man. It's a very
1999.
unnatural position.
Sega of America and, man, Excite at Home. You might remember Excite,
Ooh.
America Online competitor with hours of internet use available to you for a small monthly fee. They decided, you know what? Hey, we're going to make a partnership, and we'll be in charge of Sega's Dreamcast network, an internet gaming portal. Huh. Wonder why it didn't
That's gonna
work.
catch on.
Yeah. And the Dreamcast. So much potential. 2001, Panasonic releases the SLGC-10 video game system. This is in Japan. Also known as Q. Wasn't that the person from the James Bond movies?
Yes.
It's a special GameCube, which can play audio, video, CD, and DVD. Wait. So did Panasonic really make a special GameCube, like a Nintendo GameCube? But it was Panasonic?
Surely.
This thing was
Also, if it was
$39,000.
named the SLGC-10, why'd they nickname it Q? It's not even in there.
Well, because it was off the game Cube. Cube. Q. Can someone... K-Laugh! We need to find I have Sports.Gaming do it, but every time Sports.Gaming puts a link in our chat, you know, it gets a little ridiculous. So, can you
47
Discord
pages
us
long.
information about the Panasonic Q? Never mind.
I found a
K-Laugh.
picture.
Does it look like a GameCube?
Yeah.
Are you sure that's not a toaster oven?
Thank you, Kayla. It's like someone else doing your homework and you turning it in. I think
I
coming
think
up
there's a slot on the top for your toast and maybe like a cookie warmer.
on Thursday's Gaming Morning Show, we break down the invention of the Panasonic Q, including its naming convention. 2001 as well, Australia, the government bans the sale of Grand Theft Auto 3 in the country. The Office of Film and Literature Classification refused to rate the game due to its graphic violence. Excuse me, would you please rate this game? And they're like, no.
I can't look.
My eyes.
I've never seen anything so terrible. I'm gonna go watch Terminator now.
Same year, Game Boy Advance system came out from Nintendo with orange or black cases in Japan. They also included improved brighter display screens. So it was like the Game Boy Advance.
Advance Plus.
Advanced.
Squared.
Same year, Resident Evil Gaiden came out for Game Boy Color in the US, excuse me. I never heard of that one.
Doodly doo.
It's like the end of my Resident Evil run was right there because I don't remember that one. 2004, Spike TV holds its annual video game awards in California. Any guess on Game of the Year 2004?
Yes, but only because I just looked at it.
Grand Theft
Mega
Auto
Man.
San Andreas.
It's not Mega
I have a
Man.
really good guess.
Elder Scrolls. Brendan, I always went for my horror experience on the Game Boy Color. Yep. If you want to be terrified, do it on a screen this big.
Is that a zombie or a tree?
Yes.
Can't
Ooh, zombie.
can't tell.
A zombie tree. Sean said zombie tree.
the living undead plant.
It's time for the beer of the day. The beer of the day. Hey, look! It's the beer of the day. Some high quality ASMR there.
All right, let's we have Matsurika. This is a pretty can. It's gonna be mostly invisible.
Momentarily.
This is gonna be. Yeah, we gotta turn this off because this is a very nice can.
It's a very candy can.
Boop.
Oh,
And also the light, but
yeah, the light.
how pretty
kind
it
of
is.
ruins it.
Wow.
Ooh.
It's very pretty. So this is Matsu Rika, which is 5%. That's a pilsner with jasmine flowers.
Ooh.
It says one of the highlights of Japanese cuisine is the tea, and one of the most delicate and flavorful teas is made using the jasmine petals. We added these petals to the recipe of a pilsen, a soft and delicate beer, bringing jasmine notes to the aroma and palate.
That's a lot of words
This one
to
sounds
describe a
interesting.
beer. What's its ABV?
1.
27 IBU.
That doesn't help.
Maybe it's alcohol free. That's fine.
Oh, 5%.
Oh, good. Okay. All right.
So that'd be a terrible beer of the day if it was alcohol free.
Just listen. It just took a churn. I mean, we had
Here's
these
your can of beverage of the day.
We just had these double-digit days. I was like, man, how do you expect us to have that many in a row? But they didn't. So, all right, Sean has to go. We're gonna hang out with you for the next 2 hours, Mike and I. We're going to have JT Torres, Justin Peterson join us next hour. We're going to talk about video games in learning. So we have that coming up. And sports next hour as well. Everyone say goodbye to Sean. Everyone say goodbye to Bear Bear. They got to go. They got to do things today. So we'll see you again next hour. We'll see Sean again tomorrow. It's Gaming Morning Show. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at GamingMorningShow.tv.
Wanting me, and nothing's in between, 'cause it's more divine. I can't reconcile this feeling, 'cause I remember when you had certainty. There is empty space where your body won't stay next to mine. Nothing to embrace, but the loneliness of this cold night.
coming up on Gaming Morning Show. Today's interview and sports. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningshow.tv. Time for hour number 2, right now.
Morning, gamer. Thanks for being here. Gaming Morning Show continues. We appreciate being along with us. That is Look, It's Maiko on the left. I am Hefty Goof. We're so happy you're here on Tuesday, December 14th, 2021. Mike, there are now 11 days until Christmas.
11. I should probably order some presents.
Well, good news. Today is free shipping day. All you got to do is add $25 extra to your cart, and you're going to get free $3 shipping. So,
Yes. I just wanted to. All I wanted was some Twizzlers, and then I ordered them from Walmart, and then I was like, all right, well, I guess I better buy $26 worth of stuff.
why wouldn't you, if you think about it?
Yeah.
So,
That's how I got these gingerbread houses.
we do have a story coming up later this hour about acorn acopia. Okay, I can't help but think of Copia now. So there you go. Shout out to Copia, who was, by the way, streaming yesterday.
I saw that. Well, I saw the notification like 5 hours afterwards. So yeah.
Was I supposed to know about that ahead of time, or was that just like, I'm bored, I'm gonna turn on the
I think
streaming
I think
machine?
it might have been some of that.
Okay. Coming up in about 10 minutes from now, we'll talk to JT Torres and Justin Peterson about the idea of video games being implemented into learning and how some of the best ways that can happen, especially given the remote learning that happened over the last 18 months and honestly is going to probably continue to happen in the future as well. It is Monkey Day, Roast Conquers Day, National Bouillabaisse. It's Fish Stew Day. Fish Stew. National Alabama Day and National Energy Conservation Day. We are asking you on National Free Shipping Day, have you ever spent more or done a free trial to get free shipping? This is according to Free Shipping's website, which is a coupon website. You can shop till you drop by getting everything online, plus there's no sky-high shipping rates. Well, that's subjective. Pay only for what you actually buy and let someone else handle the extra cost. The date this holiday changes each year, so be on the lookout in mid-December. Why does it change? Is that like the Retail Me Not website? It's got to change
Capitalism
all the
right?
time.
I guess.
National Shopping Holiday, as well as a year-round coupon site. The holiday started in 2008, while the coupon portion of the site was launched in 2017 as, quote, a resource for online savings, providing shoppers with coupons and free shipping codes from top retail partners and niche e-retailers. Does anyone call them e-retailers anymore? It's just, you buy stuff. It's just the way it is.
It's a retailer.
Yeah. Huh. Like how, you remember when E had to be in front of everything?
Yeah, because, it was the internet. I don't know.
Right?
Yeah, it was really weird how, you threw E in front of whatever you could, and then you threw, like, I in front of whatever you could for a while. You're like, what? That's stupid.
iPhone, e-reader, email. Yeah, it just doesn't work anymore. It's unnecessary.
Yeah,
Just call it mail.
Mm-hmm.
What's the stuff you get in your mailbox? That's called paper mail.
Junk.
We can put all the onus of adding an extra letter on the the in real life stuff now instead of putting it on the internet. That'll work.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's the internet is here to stay. So
You think it's gonna work out?
I think it has a future. I don't know how big of a future, but it definitely has a future. Oop, turn.
See, my brain went to turn around. Coming up tomorrow, it's GMS After Dark. You have to be just tremendously excited because it combines like
I'm
almost
super geeked.
all of your favorite things. You have Christmas ME as one of your guests, Kathleen L is the other, and you're going to talk about Christmas songs.
Yes. We are going to do a Christmas song tier list where we will rank some of the more well-known Christmas songs in the world, and maybe some of the lesser-known ones too. Who knows? But
You're not
yeah,
gonna-
we'll do somewhere between 10 and 20 songs, depending on the time.
But you're not going to have a bias against Gremlins for that, are you?
I don't remember there being any like Gremlin-specific Christmas songs, so probably not.
Oh, I actually believe in Gremlins. They do sing a Christmas carol.
Well, fair enough.
Like the Gremlins are outside
like the
someone's
Dickens
house.
movie.
And they like that's what Gremlins sound like.
Is it?
Sure.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Because in the second one they sing New York, New York, and that one I remember more vividly. But I swear there was a scene in Gremlins where there's like someone opens their door and there's Gremlins outside singing.
It's very possible. The movie still scarred me because that guy made schmexy time with a gremlin.
The second one.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we don't know
I was
about
gonna say, that sounds
may have in
implied.
the first one. I don't know.
Well, I mean, the Smexy time in the second one is implied, so you don't actually
Yeah.
know what happened.
Yeah.
Listen, they were
Not
working.
souls.
They were working a lot of extra hours. Okay. So.
Yeah.
Stress was high.
Yeah.
It's worth thinking about.
Never mind. Yeah, it is. But I'm excited to have Kathleen L on the show tomorrow and talk some Christmas songs. She's been doing a few. Oh crud! A few few Christmas song specific streams. So
Will there be any singing tomorrow?
probably not.
Oh.
But
I mean,
yeah,
I mean, it's still gonna be a good show. But I mean, anytime
I'm
we have a
still
chance
working
to have
on
Kathleen sing.
the whole whether or not you could play snippets or not, because it's not very clear. Because I mean, there's the fair use thing, right? Which makes sense, but then there's also like, does Twitch care about fair use, or are they a bunch of buttholes?
Well,
So I'm not
does the
fully certain.
record company care about fair use?
True.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to
Yeah.
that question. I'll talk to my lawyer friends. K-Laugh.
Kyle, call the lawyers. Wait, no, go to law school before tomorrow, please.
Just go get your law degree really quick. We need to know
Yeah,
about
just-
copyright law, please.
Real fast.
An expedited degree.
Woo!
Kyle said, done, next. Kyle, are you a lawyer?
Oh, did it again. Son of a butt.
Because if you're a lawyer, could we have an offline chat? Have some questions. K-Laugh. Kyle's on fire, says Downs. And Downs could be our UK law representative. You can inform us on all the GLDR or whatever that thing's called over there.
What?
There's like there's an agreement for like terms of service, but over there it's like a GLDR or something, and it's GDPR. I was so close.
What's this stand for? Downs. Whoops.
Thank you for asking, Downs. Because I don't want to have to try to remember.
Oh no!
Privacy restrictions. That's what I'm guessing it's going to say.
God dang privacy restrictions.
The general data protection rules. Okay. It's much more
Ballpark.
boring than I had expected. Regulation is what K-Lap's saying. Oh no, our lawyers are at odds with each other. What'll happen? Lawyer versus lawyer. Next on Gaming Morning Show.
Yeah, I feel like rules on the end isn't very legally sounding. Like,
It's better than guidelines.
yeah, no, these are the rules. What?
Wait, why is it just guidelines? Has someone seen Pirates of the Caribbean?
It's more like guidelines.
It's more like guidelines.
Yeah. Dang it, Evan Pill, 1981, killing us.
K-Laugh, I want to be a UK lawyer with Downs. They get to wear those fancy wigs. Plus, you get to call yourself a barrister, which is just neat.
A banister?
All right, barrister Kalaf. Take care
As
of us,
you're walking,
please.
just hold on to them. They're like, "What are you doing?" Like, you're a banister.
it's a-
You're here to make me.
Barrister, not a banister.
You're here-
Barrister.
You're here to make me more stable.
You know what Kalaf or Downs wants it to be? They want it to be a bear barrister.
That's fair. Barrister.
That's what happens when Bear gets his law degree. Then he's Bear Barrister. Or Barrister Bear. Either way, we'll have a good time. That game sucked. Oh my gosh.
Either way.
We got rolled.
A little bit.
We tried. That's the important thing. We tried. Chat, we tried. Okay?
We did something.
We didn't not try. We tried. We failed. The Berenstein Barristers. Gotta work on another children's book now. It's 7:24 West Coast time, 24 East, 3:24 for those watching with the barristers in the UK. I got our interview next. JT and Justin coming up. Gaming Morning Show. Gaming Morning Show continues. Thanks for being with us on Tuesday. We bring in our two interview subjects this morning. This is JT Torres and Justin Peterson. Justin's having some camera problems, so you get a look at my avatar in place of Justin, which, according to Justin, is our loss because Justin is quite a fantastic-looking human being. So I apologize to you, Chad. We can't bring that to you. However, we are going to talk about some discussions about video games in learning. I hope that's one of our takeaways. That's pretty okay, Justin, is that we missed out on getting a chance to see your face today.
It's okay. It's all right. I'm a pretty man, but we'll live.
And JT is with us as well. Both are working on a book around this idea of video games aiding learning. I think that's what I want to start with. Is this concept that I read in your piece, JT, that was in Inside Higher Ed. Give us an idea why video games are so good at teaching learning in ways that most virtual classes, I guess, maybe haven't seemed to master yet.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, thank you so much for having us on. This is amazing. But to answer your question, so my specific position here at Quinnipiac University is to direct teaching and learning at the university. So I'm constantly thinking about how do we change things about the ways we bring students into a classroom and the way we inspire them, excite them, and engage them in various learning experiences. Video games, as you can tell from the article, is where I draw for my inspiration, and not just inspiration, but actual scientific research that is finding video games just do a really, really good job of teaching many different things. If you think about the cognitive price of admission for any new video game, you're having to learn everything from button mapping to what different NPCs do, to how you interact with the world. And at the same time, you have to be engaged. Compared with a book, and I'm not casting shade on any books. I love books. I have a bunch of them that I read. All I have to do is figure out how to turn a page. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm watching the movie, all I have to do is figure out the remote control and how to stream Netflix. But with video games, there's a pretty steep price of admission. Every new game, for the most part, has its own system that you have to learn and you have to master, and it's done without any real formal teaching, right? It's guided learning, which is amazing. Even games like Dark Souls, which are notorious for being super difficult, has a built-in learning system where once you learn the system itself, you become a master and you can advance all the way through to 50, 70 hours of engagement. Largely, that's because of immersion. And, what does it feel? What does it mean to be immersed in a situation? And it's also about the agency given to the players, right? So if we think about players and students as synonyms for each other, in a traditional classroom, unfortunately, like I love universities and I work in one, but unfortunately, traditionally, students are positioned as passive receptors of knowledge, right? They sit in a chair, they're maybe taking notes, but there's not a lot of activity and engagement going on. And so we don't really need so much of that direct lecture style instruction if we can just think about experiences and environments where students are acting as players and rather than just being a passive audience are actually co-authoring the story of their learning.
Absolutely. I think that, and judging by our chat, and this is something a lot of our folks are very passionate about, to kind of think about the book that you're working on. It focuses on applying interactive narrative principles across various learning experiences. So what are some examples of how this could possibly look in action?
Yeah, so what video games do is they invite a lot of opportunities for player choice, right? So gone are the days of the straightforward side scroller, right? Like, players can choose have a variety of choices that they can make, whether it's aesthetic choices in designing their character, or strategic choices in choosing, do they want to be a rogue? Do they want to be a tank? How do they divvy up their stats? So there's just a lot of choice going on. So players get to have that agency and get to have that control. They can also, as we were talking about earlier, decide on the course of the narrative, whether they're choosing and branching storylines like a Telltale game, or are they actually making active decisions to pursue a certain path and maybe just creating the majority of their story in their head, like in an RPG. With learning, with classroom formal learning, I'm thinking about how we can create more opportunities for student choice. What does it look like for them to design their own assignments, to design their own learning experiences, to choose research topics? So how can we break down these principles and kind of move away from the tech? Because I think what scares most people is the technology of video games. When I went into my PhD, and my primary interest is I wanted to just do a formal study on how learning occurs in video games, and one of the immediate barriers was getting access to video games, right? Like a lot of developers they didn't want to share. I approached some developers, and they didn't want to necessarily share games on a wide scale level, so I can like study 50 to 100 different students and see how they're encountering. So technology is a huge barrier. So then my next step was, all right, well, let me just break out what are these principles, and let me do it without the technology and create a live action game, kind of like an escape room, a little bit like how do we turn classes into escape rooms, not literally, and give options where students get to choose their strategies, choose their engagement, choose how they're participating, and have that control. So I've really been focusing on the level of freedom and agency that players have and how that can transfer into learning environments like schools.
And Justin, I know that you have a background both obviously co-researching this book and co-authoring this book, but also in campus living and residential life too. I'm curious, like holistically, have you seen ways that like this kind of spans both the academic side and of course the residence side?
Yeah, so that's sort of one of the things that I'm trying to view this through. One of the lenses I'm trying to look at this is not just in the classroom. I supervise about 14 different individuals, RAs, whose job is to understand policy, be able to address policy, and facilitate really difficult conversations with residents. And nowadays, you're looking at a lot of barriers for that, a lot of incoming students with really mental health issues who just don't know how to interact. They're just having a really hard time. And so it's our job to really try to connect people to understand our resources. So to do that, there's traditionally ways where we can sit and, like JT's saying, talk at people in a classroom and say, hey guys, these are the policies. But trying to branch that out into interactive narrative and trying to find ways for people to engage, I found a lot of success in trying to restructure some of these trainings around concepts that come from, let's say, D&D or Pathfinder, or some of these other games that we may play. So one of the things that I've done is to help teach this during COVID, we couldn't necessarily have a bunch of people gather in a large group and walk through the hallways and kind of simulate how they would be interacting with people. So I kind of piecemealed this D&D-esque type game together with mini Legos and maps that I had, and bought some of these walls and constructed what the living area and community looked like from a top-down view. So then I could work with smaller groups and say, okay, pick your Lego character and let's put them on this map and roll a D20 die. And okay, so your roll's high enough that you hear some bottles clinking and people talking like they're having a party behind the door, right? So this kind of created this fun game where not only were the scenarios kind of new to them, but much like a dungeon master role, they were new to me. So it kept me entertained and engaged because I didn't necessarily know how these scenarios going to unfold. But that helped us run into roadblocks, much like we do in real life, where this job isn't necessarily something that you're going to be throwing curveballs a lot. So that kind of helped with people understanding where they would be standing, what they needed to say, fault that maybe would come up in interacting with somebody, or problems that they could then, when they were in that situation, have that actual hands-on training. And I think that links back to what JT was talking about in his article about handing people pieces of information that they turn around and immediately use, much like in video games like Dark Souls or something like that, when you learn a button and you're going to be given an enemy right away in a tutorial where you're going to need to block or roll. So you're applying that in real time. So I want to look at that through, not only my job, but then branching that out and taking some of these concepts and how that would work with, let's say, parenting, right? Like my daughter learned to read from Minecraft because I was tired of trying to read every single word that she wanted to hover over. And that was motivation. I think do you guys remember, I don't know if you guys had this, but in school we had to sit down and type out basically to get faster for typing, right? Like
Absolutely.
you might have had that.
Yep.
I remember them telling us, and they may have told you the same thing, hey guys, you may make more money one day as like a secretary or something if you can type faster, which meant absolutely nothing to me as a student. I was like, that means nothing. Now I'm playing World of Warcraft later on and realizing that I can't get into certain dungeons or do things unless I type faster to communicate with people. So now my motivation changes. So instead of making money, I can beat an effing dragon. And that's the motivation for me.
So Caleb was on the same bandwidth as me. Said, "Oh, Mavis Beacon." Yep, that was the thing back in the day. But I agree because I'm not a money motivated person. I'm a creative motivated. I like seeing a vision push through, right? And so that speaks to me for sure. I think video games certainly would speak to me in that regard when you use them in the educational realm. So we'll keep a look for your book. When's the target date? Do you think it'll be released?
I think we're aiming for the end of this semester, right, JT?
Yeah, or next semester. We have some work to do on things. So yeah, next year, I mean, we should see a release. But I just wanted to say one thing really quickly about what you're talking about is I think the big key is the identity that's being formed, and that identity could be very fictional. Again, like an RPG, you're assuming an identity. But I wonder, this is a research question I have not explored, so I don't have real data for this. I'm just asking, how often when you're playing a video game, do you actually become conscious of the fact that you are playing a video game versus the fact that you are your character or you are in that world? You know, that flow theory, that being in the zone, right? That happens more often, and this is all assumptions. I don't know because I haven't done a study on this. That happens more often with video games, at least in my experience, than it does in a classroom where I'm very much aware that I'm a student and I'm being talked at by a professor, right? And it's also interesting when you see some of the complaints that people have of particular video games. And a very typical common complaint is the tutorial lasts too long, right? I see lots of reviews about games and they just complain that, you know, there's too much hand-holding, too much tutorial. All college, I mean, all K through 12 to college is tutorial. When do we actually get to play the thing we are doing? And so, yeah, identity is so important to that. Like, how do we get people to see themselves as beyond just someone trying to make money, but yeah, I'm saving the world from a dragon. Or I'm fighting Venom, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's JT Torres, Justin Peterson joining us on Gaming Morning Show. You can read the article from Inside Higher Ed, What Video Games Can Teach Us About Teaching, via the link that we provided in the chat. We'll look for your book, obviously, next year, and maybe we'll follow up, too. Once it's released, we can get a chance to talk to you. That was a really fun insight into what you're working on, and we appreciate you taking the time to join Gaming Morning Show this morning.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys so much, and happy National Bouillabaisse Day.
Oh, gosh. Bouillabaisse. Go get some fish stew, everybody. I love it. It's Gaming Morning Show continuing. Thank you for being with us now. 7:43 out on the West Coast. It is now 10:43 out on the East Coast, and it is hanging out with us in the UK right now. It is 3:43. Mike, I agree. Like that, there were some parts of that really resonated with me, especially contrasting like my collegiate experience.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and for me, the big thing is just using video games as just an education tool. Like one of the things so my wife didn't grow up on video games. I did. And one of the battles that we always kind of fight is my girls really like staring at their iPads because, you know, they'll just sit there and stare at them all day. My thing is I would rather, and part of the reason I bought the Switch is because of the handheld gaming, right? Was so that they can sit and they can learn outcome-based things in a game, right? Because you have to learn how to be resourceful. You have to learn how to like Minecraft, right? Perfect example. You have to learn what plus what equals what. You have to learn where should I be, what should I do, who's good, who's bad, who's this, who's that. And I think it's a really incredible thing, and I think video games should be a lot more involved in our education system. I mean, you look at drone pilots, like most of them, I was just reading an article, most of them start off as hardcore gamers because it gives them that hand-eye coordination and they don't have to like watch their hands while they do everything. I'm always chuckled. My wife Megan plays Stardew now, but I constantly see her like looking at the keyboard, like, you know, like where do I go? And it's interesting to watch, right? So I think that's incredibly interesting, and I might around the time when their book comes out, I might have them on After Dark one night and have like a longer form conversation about that because it's big. I think it's an important thing.
Well, and your wife's an educator, right? So
yeah, absolutely.
These are those disconnects between the perception of video games and then, you know, actually seeing some value in what it could provide. And
it rots your brains.
I mean, listen, how hard was that transition for a lot of even like professors at the highest level of, you know, education in the U.S., you know, collegiate professors, So it's like, oh, I got to figure out how to translate all this. I think JT and Justin referred to it as talking at, right? I got to figure out how to translate all this talking at into Zoom form. And imagine how much easier that might have been had there been those. It's not gamification, but it's the way that video games are constructed incorporated into the curriculum, right? So.
Well, that's one of the things I noticed a lot too with my daughters is a lot of their tests. So, are you familiar with Sporkle, something like that? It's basically like a review mechanism, but it's it's in the form of like a game. Like you're trying to answer the question as quickly as you can to score points, and to, it's essentially it's a video game. And a lot of these things are also, Snake Smasher. A lot of these review things are video games, essentially. So they're becoming a bigger part of that. The thing I noticed the most, though, is a lot of the educators don't necessarily, I don't want to say buy into that, but like, they're not gamers, so they don't understand the concepts. And they're like, well, don't spend too much time on it. Meanwhile, you're like, dude, like spend all the time you want, because it helps you put all the concepts together, and it's really cool. But yeah, and especially being married to an educator during the pandemic, it was really interesting to see that kind of that vibe.
The part that resonated the most with me was when they were talking about the tutorial, right? And how many times have you said, man, this tutorial takes so long? And one of the things that I've learned about myself is I'm just so much better in chaos. So, for example, I can plan all I want for an event that we have to put on a weekend, right? And then all your plans go to crap because something doesn't work. That pace, that concern in the last like minutes of something does not bother me. In fact, yesterday we were talking about this with Hefty Wife, where she dropped my daughter off for that band concert, and it was stressful for her because she was up against the clock, right? It was supposed to be there at 30 past the hour. It's ticking to 28, 20, 29 after, and was just having a tough time dealing with the stress of that. And I looked at her, I was like, for me, 90 seconds feels like 10 minutes, right? Yeah. Like, it slows down, and I can see all the things. So, like, the exploration part of learning is something that I definitely probably got more out of than I realized. And when he compared it to the tutorial, it's like, man, let's get on with it. Let's just start smashing some buttons and see what happens, right? And I think that that's valuable. Even King Gray was in the chat, which, by the way, good moron to you, King Gray.
Top of the moron!
Who said there's some areas of what JT and Justin talked about in the adult education space. It definitely is in the adult education virtual space. Gamification engages the learners way better than the old death by PowerPoint type of learning.
Oh. Well, it's true. I mean, it's ridiculous that even honestly at some point we were like, what's really smart? Let's just have someone sit here and then talk at them for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Trying to smash that into the brain or remember where your notes were or whatever the case may be. Yeah, it's so much tougher. So, Kate Zeta's here.
Good moron!
It is good to see you, Kate. Kate loved the topic as well. Yeah, thank you for being here for that interview. We'll have it posted on our YouTube channel. Prototype has shown up as well.
Top of the moron!
It's funny, my family bought Brain Age for Switch. My wife isn't so much a gamer, but she excelled at problems and solving. I excelled at reflexes. My son dominated us both in each exercise. Oh, the youth. The power of the youth. Yeah. KJ liked it. Brendan also talked a lot about this as well. Brendan also loved Mavis Beacon, but I learned playing the games on the software. Yeah. And Prototype was with me with the tutorials.
I like doing the tutorials so I can learn the base mechanics, because while I learn a lot better by doing than as opposed to seeing, guy's trying to mess me up. I like to have kind of a base idea of what I need to do. So I'm a big tutorial fan just because it kind of helps bring some of that together. Of course, if it gets too long, I then just start like dicking around and whatever. But for the most part, I would just really like to kind of know what's going on.
But think about that that part that you just said, right? For me, like I would love to forgo a tutorial. You like to have a tutorial, at least at a base or intermediate level. it shows the different types of learning that are out there. And I think that
Absolutely.
explorative environments like a video game may lend themselves better to serving more variety of learners than maybe, the straight up lecture can. I don't know. That's just a thought I have. So
Yeah.
it was also fascinating too to hear Justin talk about it from a residential perspective too, because listen, especially in the collegiate environment, it's not just your students, right? You're also living on campus and learning what it's like to live independently on campus and dealing with all the hurdles that come with that, whether it's mental health or
Yeah.
being out on your own or the stress that comes from being out on your own. Like, there's a lot of those factors in there. So it was neat to hear how that applies on that side of campus too.
It was very interesting.
And then thank you, Justin, for Bouillabaisse.
Good moron.
Chris M.E. is here. Good moron to you. It's good to see you, Chris. Thank you for being here, Gaming Morning Show.
Hello, Grim.
Grim has shown up as well. It's good to see you. Chris M.E., too much tutorial is exactly the argument for project-based learning. Calaf said, so focus on actively learning how to hit the buttons right. Background knowledge passively soaks into the old brain sponge. Brendan,
Says
I agree
you.
with Mike, as well as I appreciate a well-crafted opening of a game with tutorials, reading a bunch of screens. Yeah, not compelling. But everything what they were saying today about engagement. And Prototype said gamifying is also a tool for ADHD and ADD for getting tasks done. Well, and this is the other thing, too, that I do enjoy about finding groups on the internet. I don't know if I enjoy it as much with the internet at large, but I do like perspectives. I like people bringing, lived experiences to a certain topic that provide me a consideration that maybe I've never considered before. And I think that that's what we're hearing in chat this morning as well. So, all around, good stuff. Good stuff this morning. Uh-oh. Mike's making the face.
Absolutely. Sorry, I was like a sliver away from the next XP level. And that was really frustrating. I want it!
It's all right, Mike. At the end of the day.
Mike O is a mighty fine, plain individual.
So even if you don't hit that XP.
That's true. But I want some more tires, dang it.
Not. I want a goal celebration. Damn it.
I would really like one of those. Yeah.
When you have Justin on, by the way, apparently can rap really well. So, fun tidbit there.
That's what, I saw a thing about his, if you can beat me at a rap battle, you get something. I was like, what? That's funny.
So not only will we have a Justin Peterson face reveal, but a rap battle as well. Again, we'll share that link throughout the morning. You can find out more about JT and Justin, and we'll look for that book coming up sometime next year. It's now 7:53 West Coast, 10:53 out East, 3:54 now for those watching GMS in the UK.
Doodly-doo.
It's time for sports. Yesterday,
Deportes.
my Calgary Flames. They're not your Calgary Flames today, Chad. It's
not
my
mine.
Calgary Flames.
We're not
They didn't play. They're going to be on hiatus until at least the 16th, COVID-related reasons. So, I read the other day. I read yesterday that apparently there has been an uptick in positive cases throughout the world of sports. So,
Yep. Dang it, Omarion. Why you gotta be so cruel?
in fact, the NFL is requiring coaches, front office staff, and team personnel to receive the COVID-19 booster by December 27th, according to Associated Press. There was a memo that was obtained by the AP, said the league said, quote, given the increased prevalence, and by prevalence, I mean prevalence of the virus in our communities, our experts have recommended that we implement the CDC's recommendation, end quote. The NBA has postponed Chicago Bulls' next 2 games. They did so on Monday with 10 of the team's players in the league's health and safety protocols. So that's that. And then in the NHL, the Flames will miss 3 games, postponed. 6 players and a staff member entered the league's COVID-19 protocol over a 24-hour period. Do you want to give us Paris Saint-Germain news?
No.
Because they've been paired with Real Madrid in a retake of the Champions League round of 16 draw on Monday. I know what that means.
What? What are you talking about?
Well, they had to redo it, of course, because they mistakenly placed Manchester United's name in the wrong pot.
Oh.
So they
Was it
voided
the
initial
Bouillabaisse
results.
pot?
Why on earth? How does that happen? How's it? Is the Champions League like they start playing it the next day?
I mean, I think it's pretty quick afterwards. I think it's after Christmas though. But yeah, they. I don't know how that happens like in general, because I mean I thought that they were like really on top of things, but apparently not. Go figure. Way to suck.
Down
Europe.
says it's a big controversy. They blame the problems, according to the Associated Press, with the first draw on an external software provider.
Sure.
I don't get it. I'm very confused.
No.
Premier
I
League
don't
also
get it
had,
either.
quote, their highest weekly coronavirus infections. So, it's not going well.
Cool.
It's not going well. Spencer Rattler will play for South Carolina, left the Oklahoma football program. Kristen Hayden became the first black woman to win a U.S. national senior title. Was paired with Quinn Henninger for a victory in the mixed synchronized 3-meter Monday at the U.S. Diving Winter National Championships. If you had diving news on your
Great.
sports rundown.
Diving news.
There you go.
Okay.
Gaming Morning Show morning diving news.
What the heck?
And yesterday the Rams beat Arizona 30-23. It's a 1-game lead for Arizona now in the NFC West.
Football's stupid.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty okay. Listen, fly Eagles fly on the road
No, I
to
don't wanna talk
victory.
about that.
Your Eagles are only a game back of WFT for that final playoff spot. So,
Doesn't matter.
listen, the Broncos have a winning record in December. It's been a while. I'm
Okay,
gonna
so here's
soak
what
this in.
happens literally every single year. The Eagles look like crap to start the season. You're like, all right, well, it's going to be a good draft year, I guess, maybe. And then they kind of get hot, but then they get cold again, they get hot again, and they get cold again. And then they get a mid-first round pick. And when they do that, crapshoot, all bets are off. We're going to have offensive lineman, wide receiver, offensive lineman, defensive lineman, offensive lineman. We in 2 of the last 3 drafts, our top picks were wide receivers, and one of them has been pretty good. One of them I don't think plays anymore; he's still on the roster, and the other one cost us the game 2 weeks ago when he dropped a ball in the hands in the end zone against the Giants. So it's just that the Eagles are really good at making fans' lives suck. So, and then if you get excited, you still miss the playoffs, and you get like the 20th pick, and they pick some like rando from freaking Oklahoma that was like a 3rd stringer, but he went to Oklahoma. So,
You Eagles fans need to make sports fun again.
tell the team to stop sucking.
They won a Super Bowl 3 years ago.
What? No,
Won a
here's
Super
the
Bowl.
thing, right? Either suck or don't suck. They're like, I'm sick of the wishy-washy, right? I'd rather be 2-10
No.
than
No.
7 or 6
The
and
Broncos
7.
have had more losing seasons in the last 10 years, the last 6 years, than I've had in my lifetime. You do not want to be 2-10. 8-8 gives you a shot, and there's been many wild
Right,
card
I'm
teams,
a Mets fan. It's
including
fine.
the Broncos, 1997, that won a Super Bowl from a wild card spot. So I disagree. I'm sorry. I think Eagles fans just need hugs.
Yeah.
Did the Mets win?
Travel day.
There's your sports. All right. Thank you for being here. Community games coming up next hour. We'll also have Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming Renews, Clip of the Day, and Takeaways that were pretty okay. That's all coming up as well. Justin was mad because we couldn't see how pretty Justin was. Hey, we had at least a picture, which was better than nothing. So if you want to see it in a
True.
bigger screen,
That's
go to
true.
Watch GMS on Twitter. We'll come back with more. Thanks for being here. It is free shipping day on Gaming Morning Show, Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at GamingMorningShow.tv.
That's it? This.
That's all you built. Why didn't you build more of it? They're not coming.
Hello, Grim. Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, community games, and GMS Morning Gaming Renews. Get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay, and the clip of the day. Join our Discord and become a Patreon. Go to gms.watch and click on where to find GMS. Time for hour number 3, right now.
Morning, gamer. It's Tuesday, December 14th, 2021. Thanks for being here. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. Thank you for hanging out with us. We enjoy hanging out with you. It is time to greet everybody. Myko Hefty Goof here.
Morning to the final hour crew.
Let's see FHC checking in. Copia is here for the final hour crew.
Hello, FHC.
Ambassador to said final hour crew. Brendan_TTV is here. K-Laugh, yeah, go ahead and get online and I will add you in. Grim Toga this morning. I am JF Downs. King Gray with the quote, suck or don't suck. Mike 2021. Chris ME Ambassador as well. Prototype with us this morning. Kate Zaid has been here. KJ on the chat screen as well. Scott Chick was uncaffeinated, but had come back in the second hour, and many, many more. Thank you for hanging out with us this morning on National Free Shipping Day. So we're asking you, chat, have you ever spent more or signed up for a free trial to get free shipping on something? I certainly have. Very much the, like, what can I get for $3 to save $6? However, I've also done the what $25 thing can I add to my cart to save $6? So, guess the marketing works.
Yeah, they're really good at that.
It's almost like it's their job or something.
Yeah.
Let's head out to a place that we haven't visited yet. We still have a story about thousands of bees. But given that Copia is in the chat, let's learn about an acorn-acopia, shall we?
A cornucopia. That's right. That's right, Dave. I don't know who Dave is, but we'll talk about this chubby little squirrel. He's a chubby little guy. Humans aren't the only species packing on extra pounds during the pandemic. That's right. Some squirrels are letting themselves go too. Many squirrels are eating well this fall in New England, but one portly squirrel is so big it earned the nickname Fatty McFatterson. Most squirrels sprint or scoot. This one lumbers and waddles after supplementing nature's bounty this fall by helping himself to seeds that fall on the ground from bird feeders. He's clearly the alpha of the yard, said Beth Dickoff of Damariscotta, told the AP. You think of them as scampering around. He's baboom, baboom. Turns out that many pint-sized rodents aren't so pint-sized as they gorge on abundant beech nuts, hazelnuts, acorns, and a bumper crop of mushrooms this fall. Not marshmallows. Chevenel Webb, fur bear biologist with the Maine Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife, told the Bangor News. Many species of wildlife can pack on some extra pounds, but their thick, fluffy fur coat may also make them appear larger in winter, she said. Unlike many other mammals, squirrels don't hibernate, though they do spend a fair amount of time in their nests in colder weather. There's a picture of this guy, and he's a little chubster.
It's from SF Gate. Copia says Fatty McFatterson was my stage name for my band Cornucopia in high school.
Nice.
Did you dress up as a squirrel?
Probably.
Is it a squirrel cover band? Chris and me, is today's main day of the day not Bouillabaisse? Correct. Today is free shipping day. However, let's rewind to the first hour. I said National Bouillabaisse Day.
I'm sorry, bless you.
I mean, I think I deserve at least one mispronunciation for that.
I think we should just go with a solid 3 for the day.
I mean, I only said that one word wrong.
But you said it like many, many times.
Yeah, it's not about the amount of times you say it wrong. It's about the effort.
It's just the word itself. Okay.
Sure, I don't know. I'm just making it up as we go. So
that's fair.
But then again, Chris, we did hypothesize that you would be the one who would break chat's door down and say, "Oh yeah, I love a good bouillabaisse,
a good fish stew." Chris, what's your favorite fish stew? We'll just start with that one, with the heavy hitting question.
I like a good cod stew. So, according to Brendan,
piece.
I can't say I've never had a bouillabaisse, but I've had a Filipino fish soup that I'm not going to make Ryan try to pronounce, and that's pretty okay. Brendan, I am grateful to you, my friend. Thank you for not making me say words that are tough. Oh, the drummer was dressed as a squirrel. Copia dressed up as a burger. This is for the band Cornucopia.
Yeah, when you say burger, you mean like cheeseburger? Yeah, you should change the scene, Ryan, just so you know.
No, I like looking at this. We're pretty
Great.
okay.
It's
You look
wonderful. We're so good at this.
The number of times isn't important when you have a counter.
Oh, I missed fudge nuggets.
Yeah, we don't need to keep track manually. So, a Call of Duty stew? Oh, I get it. I said a cod stew. I gotcha. Smart.
I got you. Oh, you're silly, Brendan. Oh, I'm a turtle. Nope, I'm not a turtle.
Oh, it's a bacon double cheeseburger. That's the kind of burger that Copia is.
Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. What did I miss?
You've been very verbalizing of all the things that are happening in Rocket League today. And it's cracking me up. I think we need to have a segment where it's Mike just says like, not expletives. That's maybe I guess you could. It'd have to be a different show.
I
But
try my hardest.
Interjections to everything that happens in a Rocket League game. I would like to watch fireworks with you because that's notorious for the oohs and ahs. It's great. Let's see what's going on. Bacon Double Cheeseburger in Paradise was the original song, but it had to be condensed for phrasing's sake. Absolutely. Yeah, Jimmy Buffett being like, Bacon Double Cheeseburger in Paradise was a little bit too much of a mouthful.
I miss that place.
Have you been there?
Yeah. We used to go every Friday and drink the margaritas because they gave you the little sunglasses.
Jealous. Where was this
We'd
at?
see how many sunglasses we could collect. Upstate New York.
I didn't know they had a Margaritaville in upstate New York.
Oh no, Cheeseburger in Paradise. Sorry. The name of the place was Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Is that owned by Buffett?
Probably.
And is there
I
such a
believe
place
so.
as actual Margaritaville? Now I'm very confused.
I think there is down in like Key West.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, Burger in Paradise was like a big chain. And then it went out of business because, I don't know why.
Because nothing good lasts forever.
That's true. But yeah, they used to do $3 margaritas on Friday nights. So we would go, and they came with this little pair of like pin-on sunglasses. Like it was a small, tiny pin, and you would get one with each of your things. And they had a little thing on the table where you could like put them and count how many margaritas you had. So we used to like race each other.
I don't think that's a good incentive. It seems dangerous.
I thought it was fun.
You only get the pins if you have a DD.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, always get a DD. You don't. One of our friends was not a drinker, so she would always come with us, and she was the one who would tell us about what happened the next day.
You were like, yeah, Mike, you ordered yours with
Cracks.
ketchup and tomato, Heinz 57 and French fried potatoes.
Something like that.
It is kind of funny that
They are separate chains. Yes.
Yeah, because I was going to say, Cheeseburger in Paradise doesn't even reference margaritas, right? That's a different song. In fact, Jimmy Buffett's lyrics include, and an ice cold beer. Well, good God Almighty, which way do I steer for my cheeseburger in paradise?
Yeah.
So.
But I think Margaritaville still exists. I don't think Cheeseburger in Paradise does. How did I go under that ball?
Well, now I want to go. Can we go back? Can we turn back time?
West. Turn back time. And drink some margaritas. And I missed the ball a whole lot. So did you.
Graham is sad with you. Cheeseburger in Paradise. I'm so sad. I used to love going there.
Oh. Oh, Grim. Okay. Well, that answers that.
Wow. Harsh words
Kyle.
from Chris. Copia says, the UK has neither. And Chris goes, you're just as well, Copia. Wow.
What'd I tell you about a culinary elite, right?
And that's true. Yeah, Chris, you're starting to get a little food snobbish title to your
Yep.
name. But that is also why we assumed you were the one who would have tried Bouillabaisse. So Coronitas were so good, and karaoke nights were. They have karaoke at Burger Place.
At Burger Place?
Burger in
Change
Paradise.
the name?
I like karaoke.
Yeah. Oh.
I thought you were gonna score there. I took my hand off my controller. It was a mistake. All right, it's all right. We lost. 8-17. 8-17 West Coast. 11-17 out East. 4-17 for those watching GMS in the UK.
Do I made it. I got up to the next level and didn't get anything.
Mike was really disappointed to not get that extra tick of XP last hour. Like, really
I
bothered
was
by it.
really bothered.
You're gonna. What wheels did you get?
Nothing. That's the frustrating part.
Are you on the base wheels on your Ecto 1?
I guess they came with like white walls and black walls.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm not gonna like mess with those because they look awesome.
Chris and me, I've never claimed not to be a food snob. Fair enough. That's true. You're owning it.
Culinary elite.
So, if you are interested, here are the other days of the day, Chris. Monkey Day.
Ooh, ah!
Roast Conquerors Day, National Bouillabaisse Day, National Alabama Day, and National Energy Conservation Day.
Nice.
All right, we're going to tell you a story about thousands of bees buried in a volcano. We have that story coming up for you in just a little bit. Also, Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Re-News coming up later today. This day in gaming history included Fire Emblem coming out for the Super Famicom. It was the first 24 megabit cartridge. We also learned about the original cover art for Mega Man.
Where he is carrying a Glock. Yep.
Did
Well,
Sean
I guess
put
it
that in our
was kind of
Discord?
like a Desert Eagle. I don't think so, which is unfortunate.
Kayla.
Oh, you did. You did. Whew.
Oh, good. I found our Discord. You should check it out because the original Mega Man art is something else. Did that exist?
It doesn't look real, but
like,
it is.
Like, did it exist for longer than like the initial like printed copies, and then they're like, oh, maybe we should put a picture of the actual game character on the front of it.
I don't know actually.
K-Laugh, we need to know the long history. Find me a person we can invite onto the show to talk about the Mega Man cover. That was bad. Just awful. So, all right, let's make Mike's day better and play some Google Feud. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay. Play some Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth. That'll make everything better. Ready? Getting it all queued up. We had a good round of Google Feud yesterday, just for what it's worth. Everyone loved it.
I saw it was on, but I was like, man, no.
Tell them, chat. Loved it.
To see the record for the most balloons banked in Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, remember to type the easy...
Kopi already did it. We don't need you. Okay? Go back in your box.
Plenty of air in here. No need to worry.
Thank you. Thank you, Copia. Bob always trying to be included. It's ridiculous.
I'm pretty okay in here.
Hope so.
Please help me.
All right, if you've never played this game before, all you have to do is tell us, hey, I want to guess this letter. And then we'll guess the letter for you. It's very simple.
Letters.
This is famous brands. Famous brands. We are at 26. 26.
Could someone crack the window, please?
It's 30 degrees out.
Did Bob fart?
Bob likes it.
Oh, Bob likes to be cold. I got you. Okay. I was very confused for a second.
Oh, Bob. You're so crazy.
Bob is good with it.
I was talking in the third person. It's ridiculous. S from
Seriously.
Copia. E from Calaf. I'm just waiting for Calaf to get it.
An Alien Anonymous Memorial A.
Sure.
A.
I'm just waiting for Calaf to get it. There's one letter on the board. No, there's two.
Come on, Calef. What do you got?
T from Copia. I'm gonna guess an R.
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Seems a little bit too wordy.
No, there's an A and an E, so it's
Or too
probably,
is it too lettery?
It's
It's
two
definitely
letters.
Shaq.
I mean,
not
Shaq
Shaq.
Fu.
Calaf hit an N. That's good.
Ding, ding, ding.
Great. Something about propane. No.
Propane and propane accessories. The Hank Hill
Colin
famous
Gray.
brands.
Try an O.
Ooh, look, it's Mike O Memorial O.
O.
Nice work.
Cracked.
An
Polo.
L and an N L.
No L, so it's not Polo. Coco Chanel.
Mike got it.
Cracked.
Definitely
Yeah,
wasn't Copia.
and Kyle.
Definitely wasn't Calaf. I
We're
heard
on the
Mike
same
say
page.
it first. So,
I said it with authority.
how does it feel to be so good at this game, Mike?
I'm cracked. It's incredible.
Yeah, you.
Cracked.
Places.
Exclamation point.
Pennsylvania.
A P from Mike. And Mississippi from Calaf.
Well done.
I'm sorry. It's not going well over there.
No.
Tallahassee, big swing from Grim Toga.
If you spelled it backwards and added an extra T, spot on perfect.
Other than that, yeah. We're right there. Good moron to you, Jordy. Thanks for being here, Final Hour crew.
Hello, FHC.
We're guessing letters, and don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. Good job. Copia is...
Cracked.
Connecticut.
All right, outer space.
Uranus.
Knew it was going to happen.
Pluto. The best damn planet in the world.
It's not Pluto. Yes, remember, Copia. Connect a kit.
Connect, I cut.
Outer space. Might guess Uranus. Eh.
Oh, damn.
N.
I was so excited. It was wrong. L.
You can't guess yet.
R. Bob, what's a pirate's favorite letter?
Oh, no!
Hey, do any of you know a pirate's favorite letter?
You're that desperate, huh?
Huh?
Is it
Huh?
R?
You'd think it was R, but their first love is the C. Beady boop, beady boop.
Good job, Bob.
You're welcome.
I didn't say thank you. I said good job.
Bob likes it.
All right, L from Kyle.
Man.
Wow, Copia's saying this is a Calaf one.
Uh-oh.
Wow, Copia's
Is it
giving up.
Calaf? I don't think there's enough. I think there's too many letters for it to be Calaf Copia.
Intergalactic planetary.
Planetary what?
Ring? Question mark. Well, combined, you two are
Cracked.
Your powers combined, you are Captain Planet.
all right. If we get a perfect one, we'll be 2 shy of 50. Okay, famous people. K-Laugh.
Shaq.
Doubt it.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh my gosh, it could be Shaq O'Neal without an apostrophe.
That'd be ridiculous.
Superphonics here.
Hello, FHC.
Thank you for being here with the final hour crew. We are playing some Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, and it is National Free Shipping Day. So we're asking you, have you ever spent more or done a free trial for free shipping? Nope. Curious?
Snoopy line thingy.
No. No, Bob. Stop it. S from Copia. Famous people. Why does this song always play? Why does this song always play during this game?
Yeah.
Like every time this is going.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
It's like this. It's like the playlist knows.
Um,
Josh is the guess.
Josh.
Super.
Damn
It's
it, Kyle.
been a stressful day, but here for FHC to chill. Chill with us.
T
T from Mike.
I.
Nope.
O.
Oh, there we
F.
go. Rosa
R.
Parks. We've had Rosa Parks like 13 times in this game.
P.
Cracked. All right. Well,
K.
we got to 45, chat. That's not half bad. You know, we're only 50 shy of our all-time easy record. It's up to you, chat. Do you want to do one more? We have time. I'm
One
leaving it
more.
up to chat.
One more. One
Wow,
more.
Mike even wants one more. Okay. All right. Figure of
Seven
speech.
more. 7 more.
Mike-O is a mighty fine plain individual.
Oh,
That's a spicy meatball, I think is what it is.
Super. I've never had it, but I imagine it would be pretty fishy. This goes back to Bouillabaisse. Dang.
Do you think it's we have the beef?
No, but I wish it was.
And yes, I'm aware it's we have the meat, but I prefer to say we have the beef.
Quiet I Am Gaming's here with the final hour crew.
Hello,
And
FHC.
came in and said, I want the figure of speech to be the figure of speech. That would have been hilarious. Wasn't meant to be. Brendan gets the O to work.
SHAQ.
2.
Nice work. You got it. Do you want me to guess a W?
Sure. Yeah, do it. See what happens.
No.
Wow. The guesses are just flying in now. Piano with an N. K-Laugh
9.
chose a D.
64.
Wow. Oh, I know what it is. Yep, there's Copia. Insult to injury.
You're dumb. Is that a good insult? You told me to add an insult to injury, so I added an insult.
No.
Well,
Bob's
what's a
even
better
upset.
insult? You smell like bouillabaisse. Is that a better one?
It's pretty funny. Yeah, I was going to say, is anyone injured? Quiet.
I'm sure somebody
We're
is
just here to
injured.
enjoy ourselves, Mike. Coming at us with that heat.
Well,
Inappropriate.
fine.
Nice work. I Am a Piano. Thank you for your contributions as well. That's a 50-some balloons now that we have. Those are ours. No one can take them away from you, Chad. They're ours. All right.
Actually, when you close the game, they go away.
No, they stay there in our cookies in the cloud.
Kind of, but we don't get to keep them.
No. Metaphorically, they're your balloons for the whole day.
Yeah.
Chat, go into your whole day knowing that you have 51 balloons at your disposal. For those watching in the UK, finish your day knowing that you have 51 balloons, and no one can take that away from you.
Yep, no one.
Brendan, wow, Mike, I can't believe you'd pull out the warm fish stew comparisons.
Well, then don't get injured.
Yes, Piano's getting the concept. The balloons live in our hearts, Mike.
No, it's not
You'll be in my heart. Yes, you'll be in my heart.
wrong.
All right, tell me about the bees. You know you want to.
The birds and the bees? Well, when a man and a woman fall in love, they take off their pants and then sing love songs. However, if you were thousands of bees, you could survive for a long time, especially in volcanic ash. You know how that happens? I don't, but let me tell you. Gizmodo reported on the miraculous honeybee triumph, which first came to light literally and figuratively in early November of this year. The New York Times outlined the instance of life finding a way in a more recent piece, highlighting just how incredible this story of survival was. As Gizmodo notes, the canary black bees, a type of honeybee with a characteristically dark appearance, survived an ash onslaught from the Cumber Viejo volcano. The Canary Islands volcano erupted for the first time in 50 years in mid-September. It destroyed the local infrastructure with fast-moving fingers of lava and toxic gases. The canary black bees, which were approximately 2,000 feet from the volcano's erupting cone, were able to protect 6 hives that a beekeeper had placed in the area. Tens of thousands of bees survived in total from all hives except for one of them. Although Spanish news agency Agencia EFE notes that one hive that saw its bees die may have already been weak before the volcano's eruption. The honeybees managed to survive for a few lucky reasons. The bees keeper told Agencia EFE that he had not yet removed the summer honey harvest. This allowed the hives to have food reserves while the blanket of ash covered them. The ash that fell on the hives was also particularly porous, consisting primarily of lapilli or rock fragments volcanoes eject as they spew. The porousness allowed air to pass into the hives through the ash. So they had air and they had food, and they probably had a Netflix sign in, so they were good to go.
Did they borrow yours?
No, because I wouldn't let them because they were being mean.
Plenty of air in here. No need to
They
worry.
were weak. They were weak.
Wait, is Bob living with the bees in the volcano?
Bob, are you with the bees?
Hey, it's a good remake of the Tom Hanks classic.
Is it?
Yeah, Bees in the Volcano.
You mean Joe versus the volcano?
Exactly, Bees versus the volcano.
Joe versus the volcano bees.
No, yeah, there you go. Joe versus the bees in the volcano. It's
I
8:35.
remember like it was yesterday.
We have news about YouTube coming up after this game. We'll share that with you. K-Laugh, don't let me forget that because I definitely could. King Gray, Ryan's a triple threat. Can host, sing, and can definitely roll his R's like no other. Absolutely.
Who can sing?
Did you not just hear me sing? Like Phil Collins, not Phil Colin?
Was I reading?
No, it was when we were singing about the balloons.
Oh yeah, I remember that kind of.
Master Jordy says, does this mean my heart will float away? Your heart will go on.
It can pop. Your heart can pop.
No, don't. Ow. That made my heart hurt. Ow. Ow. Ow.
We will never bees.
I really did try to find a way to work cake into that musical reference by Chris and me, and I failed.
What, like the band cake?
Yeah.
Or like the
Short skirt and
Oh,
a
jeez.
long jacket. That was one of my favorite music videos of all time. They had people just listening to the CD on a pair of headphones, describing what they liked about it. It's good.
Those candid videos are always really cool.
Brendan goes, the reporter, those bees were weak anyway. All bees are weak.
Not entirely true.
Weak sauce.
Okay.
Get wrecked, bees. I don't know if you know this, but I don't like bees.
Can't wait till you get your Christmas present. Huh?
Oh, good. You're sending me a hive of bees, huh?
Not a weak one. A strong one. A whole bee kits.
Ryan, have you ever seen the video for Black Keys' song "Lonely Boy"? I don't believe I have. I think the only Black Keys video I've seen was for can't remember the name of the song now. It's the one that's like Kill Bill themed.
Oh. I love that one too.
Oh, Howling for You. That one. Something like that.
Ow!
Quiet I'm Gaming. Don't like bees. Love movies featuring bees. That is true. The bee movie's the best. The bee movie. Not
Is
the
it?
bee movie. The bee movie.
Is it?
It was pretty good.
Okay.
Some good bee puns in there.
Okay. Whoopsie.
Could you link it, Gray, in the Discord? I would like to watch it when the show is over. Thank you.
Kyle's cracked. Have you heard of YouTube?
Yes.
Just go on there. Jeez.
Yes,
Make
Gray, I
Gray do all the
agree.
work.
Go into YouTube and find me that video, please.
I meant you should, because Gray doesn't work for us.
Gray's my friend, okay? Gray
That's
likes
fair,
to help
yes.
me out.
Sorry, Gray. You're on the list.
Gray, you're my friend, right? Yeah, I guess if you need
Please say
to.
yes.
That's right. Post in the Discord because I'm your friend. Thank you.
It's not what he said yesterday.
Oh, ouch.
Just kidding.
I heard that Chris won us 4 crowns yesterday on Monday Fall Guys.
He uses all those hacks, though. Imagine he's going to get caught. That's right, Namco Bandai or whoever does that thing. Wow. Wow.
It wasn't that impressive.
Dude, look at this shot.
It wasn't that impressive. I mean, K-Laugh could have stopped it and we wouldn't have to worry about it, but... good morning to you, Emma.
Hello, FHC.
Thank you for being here with the final hour crew. It is good to see you. We've done a lot today. And to catch you up, today is National Free Shipping Day, excuse me. So, being able to get your shipping for free when you add an extra item to your cart, something that we talked about. We had JT Torres and Justin Peterson on the show to talk about using video games as a means for learning, and that seemed to be well received by chat.
How did he do that?
We found out that Copia and K-Laugh are still cracked at Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth. And we learned about Joe versus the Bees versus the Volcano. And we still have 20 more minutes on this show. Oh, and we learned that Mike is going to start a new segment where Mike watches fireworks with me.
No!
Jordy, dang, how many games did you play, Chris? 5? Yeah, oh excuse me, Chris. We actually won 5 crowns. We, collectively. If I wasn't asleep, I would have been cheering him on, said Superphonic. Chris, I'll never get the achievement for winning 5 in a row. Is that a thing that you, like, they offer an incentive for that?
Well, I mean, you get like a little banner thing probably that says like, "Hey, congrats, you won 5 in a row." Whee!
Well, I just got my win 5 things with Caustic badge and Apex. I don't remember if it was arenas or, what, but
Win 5 things. Tic-tac-toe.
they call him 5 Crown Chris, don't you know? Oh, old 5 Crown Chris. I'm surprised there hasn't been like a Fall Guys Crown Royal mashup yet.
Interesting. Better write him a letter.
Dearest Crown Royal.
That ball did not go where I wanted it to go.
But that
But
would
you scored. Sweet.
I feel like if anyone could get it, it would have to be you, Chris. Yeah, I think Chris could get 5 in a row. Hey, Chris.
I agree.
I have an idea for you. 24-hour stream, but you stop if you get 5 crowns in a row. But you can't stop until you get 5 crowns in a row.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking like the whiskey. You could have like a little purple bag, like skin or something.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought about the family nature of Fall Guys, but maybe it could be an LTM, and you had to have a verified birthday to participate.
An
Oh.
MLM.
I'm not saying it fits the brand. I'm just saying, you know, has the word royal in it. So, fine. I had the word crown in it. It doesn't matter if it had royal in it.
Oh boy.
Chris said no thanks to my idea, but Superphonic would pay good money to see that.
I will give you $1.
Oh, that's a better idea, Copia. Yeah, Crownathon. Every time Chris does not win a consecutive crowns, 15 minutes is added. So, you know, loses the first game, 15 minutes.
Ooh.
Gets one, and then it could be a max 24-hour. I think we're on to something. So let's shout out Chris and me coming up in February. Chris M.E. Crownathon, helping raise money for someone.
That's so kind of you, Chris.
In fact, I feel like this is worthy of. Breaking news into a gaming morning show. We go to our Chris M.E. correspondent. Here is look, it's Michael.
Just into the newsroom. It's been reported that in February, food critic and consummate professional Christopher M. Yee is going to be playing a Fall Guys Crownathon, where it can go for as many hours as it needs to until Chris wins 5 crowns in a row. Every match he does not win, we add 6 hours.
Let's get a social reaction here, Michael. I'm seeing from people in chat. Yeah, do it, Chris. Quiet saying, ooh, a Chris M.E. Crown-a-thon. Love it. Chris Squad wins count. Assemble your best team. Chris is really the best, says Digital Doc Games. What a great idea, Chris, from Master Jordan. This is great, Chris. Thank you for announcing it on our show. Round of applause for Chris M.E.
Back to you in the newsroom.
Amazing. It's going to eat Bouillabaisse the whole time, too. You can look it up. It's on the internet.
He's going to have a camelback filled with Bouillabaisse. That just...
Sorry, that was so in the microphone. I apologize.
That was real in the microphone. Wow.
Oh,
Whew.
I just was thinking of how to clean the camelback. Ugh.
With fire.
Just burn it. It's over.
Yep.
All right, well, this is great. I love that we could workshop this with you. Kate Zane, this is the slander Chris keeps talking. I don't know what you're talking about. Seems like
We didn't say anything bad about him.
No, yeah, Chris just committing to things on the fly on our show.
Yeah.
It's great. Oh, I had a YouTube announcement. Really quick. Brennan goes,
yes.
Now you all know if Chris actually does this. We are showing up to hype the F out of it. Absolutely. Yeah.
I will donate 1 cent.
I think it's all but done now. Oh, yeah, Chris, congratulations. What a great idea. YouTube news. Starting today at noon o'clock Pacific time, we are going to debut a 6-part series. It's a GMS Plays YouTube exclusive. Sports.Gaming plays Far Cry 6. And so you can see on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday for the next couple of weeks a new episode released at noontime Pacific time every single day. And sit down with our good friend, Sports.Gaming, host of the widely popular GMS Plays. And it's going to be exciting. So if you want to check that out, subscribe to us on YouTube, please. YouTube.com/Gaming Morning Show. And you
Let's go.
can check it out. Gabe Golden, our latest YouTube subscriber, thank you so much for following us on YouTube. Appreciate that. Okay, this idea is just terrible enough to be good, says Chris M.E. Copia said, if Chris succeeds with 5 in a row, I'll get his bean emote tattooed.
If Chris succeeds with 5 in a row, I will be very happy for him.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, Chris, we're actually doing this to help you because you said you can't get that 5 crown thing. We want you to believe in yourself.
Support.
And if it goes 24 hours, either way, we'll have a good time. So
if we go 66 hours, I mean, it's all for content.
Let's go to Utah, Mike. Ben Hooper of UPI reports that there is a family in Utah that is working very hard on bringing the holidays to a human-sized scale.
They're doing something like that. The holidays are a really good time of year for you to spread some holiday cheer, make folks smile and happy, and all sorts of other things. And in Utah, it's no different. Utah Home is drawing the attention of passersby as well as internet users after being decorated to resemble a life-size gingerbread house. Virginia Hoffman said she realized a few years ago that her red brick home in the Yale Crest area of SLC bears a striking resemblance to the Christmas season treats. So she started thinking of ways to decorate the home as a gigantic gingerbread house. Hoffman enlisted the help of her family to make her vision a reality. I told my family about it, and luckily they didn't think I was crazy. And so we painted these gumballs in the kitchen over Thanksgiving of 2019. And then my daughter and son-in-law helped me figure out how to attach them to the house, Hoffman told KSTU-TV. Hoffman, an interior designer by trade, and her husband, a professional artist, added vanilla wafers into the mix for this year's decoration. We made that out of foam insulation, and then my husband melted out the squares with a soldering iron. And I painted them and got exact right colors to look like cookies, Hoffman said. The yearly decor has proven popular with neighbors, and this year's version went viral online after Hoffman's daughter shared photos on Reddit. Not rotos on Fedit, but photos on Reddit. I hope that if I can just put a smile on anyone's face, if it can help just a little bit, a little Christmas cheer, that's the whole goal. It will all be worth it, she said. It's pretty neat. That's actually, I think it's really, really cool to see some folks bringing holiday cheer. So that's awesome.
It's funny because Chris had a point. I did say human-sized scale, and holidays are already kind of human-sized in scale.
Mm-hmm.
So
usually, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. I'll live with that. All right. It is now 8:49 on the West Coast. Thanks for being with us on this edition of Gaming Morning Show. I hope you had a good time, whether you're here for the final hour crew or here for all 3 hours. Either way, we will be back tomorrow, as we are Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific Time, on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. And tomorrow afternoon, a very special edition of our very popular show, GMS After Dark, with Look at Some Might Go. Who will you welcome in, and what will you be talking about?
We will be welcoming in Culinary Elite Christmas ME, as well as vocal Empress Kathleen L. To be discussing our favorite Christmas songs, and we're going to put up a Christmas song tier list. And we're going to see if we can get through a DMCA-free stream. It'll be cool. We might never see it again, but we'll see it this time. But it'll be very, very cool. We're going to talk a little bit about Christmas songs we love, and then we'll also answer the age-old question, when do you start listening to Christmas music?
Mike, when do you start listening to Christmas music?
You'll have to tune into the show tomorrow night at 4:45 p.m. Pacific time to find out and answer that question.
What a tease. All right, it's time for Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews. This is a recap of the headlines of the day. Follow us on Twitter at WatchGMS, as this is the easiest way to find all of these stories after the fact. Just search
Hashtag GMS Morning Gaming News.
All right, let's get the update from our one and only Michael.
That's right. If you like video games and you like news, you've come to the right place, because we've got both. First and foremost, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is crossing over with Odyssey. A year 2 roadmap has been revealed, and this comes from Matt Miller of Game Informer. In the year since its launch, Assassin's Creed Valhalla has proven to be one of the most robust and popular installments. Recent entries like Odyssey received an impressive amount of post-release content in its first year, but even after releasing several successful large-scope expansions, Valhalla is going strong and appears to be ready to outpace its predecessor, which means the Dawn of Ragnarok is the centerpiece of an ongoing rollout. A major new expansion that's set to be released in late winter, and will be combining Valhalla and Odyssey. So there'll be a character from Odyssey that makes their way into the world of Valhalla. It'll be very exciting and interesting, as Valhalla's been a great game and Odyssey was pretty good as well. If you like movies, you like video games, apparently, according to Ryan Lesson of IGN, there is a Mega Man movie in the works at Netflix. Apparently, it's going to be a live-action adaptation of the classic Capcom game. It's very, very early in development, but it looks like it is going to end up on Netflix, so that's kind of exciting. And then, of course, according to our good friend Wesley LeBlanc from Game Informer, the Switch sold more than 1 million units in November. Excuse me. It very well could possibly be because it's the only game console anyone can get their hands on. However, it did sell 500,000 consoles in the week of Thanksgiving. So it's on pace to sell a gazillion ones before it's all said and done. But it has been the best-selling console in the U.S. for 35 of the last 36 months. Having lost to the PlayStation 5 back in September, they reclaimed their amazingness in November. No word about October. However, they hit 1 million in November, so that's kind of awesome. If you don't own a Switch, that's fine. And then, what you've all been waiting for. Out today, there are some games. Clockwork Aguario on the PS4 and Switch. Gear Club Unlimited 2 Ultimate Edition on all of the things. Among Us on all of the things. Asteroids Recharged on all of the things. Fire Girl Hack and Splash Rescue on the PC. Grake Memories of Azure on the PS4 and Xbone. Noble Fates available on your PC. And of course, in our most famous, infamous segment within a hot dog, Name of the Morning, One Hand Clapping, available on Switch.
Congratulations. One hand clapping.
You'll be entered into something sometime, perhaps.
And whenever that happens, and if you're a Patreon subscriber, you get double entries into that, whatever it's called. Just go to patreon.com/gamingmorningshow for your chance to sign up. We have 25 Patreon subscribers. Thank you for supporting Gaming Morning Show. The Adopt Bob tier gives you the opportunity to redecorate Bob's house, reveal it in a Property Brothers style reveal on YouTube, and much, much more. Find out more about the adoption tier, the Adopt Bob tier, at patreon.com/gamingmorningshow. All right, Billy Thundergun Award is pretty easy. I mean, it was kind of up in the air for a while, but when you just knock down the Final Hour crew door and say, I am doing a 24-hour crownathon, I mean,
Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match Award.
It's got to be Chris M.E. Congratulations, buddy.
Way to go, Chris. I can't wait for February for it to happen.
Yeah, it's so soon. Already having decided a date and everything. It's amazing. There's something else.
And February 16th is going to be such a great day. And maybe the 17th as well.
Just kidding. We'll figure it out. All right, take it away, Bob.
Seriously? Can't any of you do anything yourself? Like, for real? I just have this tiny box. I never get shown in it anyway. Whatever. Fine, here it is. It's the clip of the day. Toot toot!
Sean, to play lawsuit or not lawsuit?
Not lawsuit.
All right, we'll go back to 1993, as I mentioned. Nintendo released Fire Emblem for the Super Famicom in Japan. It's the first 24 megabit cartridge.
Nice.
So,
Correct.
no confirmation whether the art was as good as the Mega Man art produced in 1980.
Nothing's as good as the Mega Man art.
He had a pistol.
It's so good.
Had a Glock.
Can't wait for the movie.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if they based it only on that cover?
On that? Oh, that would be so cool.
So someone who's producing that movie is like, I've never seen Mega Man, but I got this artwork. It looks like
I'm Mega
RoboCop
Man.
before RoboCop.
No, he was more like... Boo, boo, boo. Yeah. That hurt a lot. Oh, man.
Mike hurting himself during the discussion of Mega Man is pretty classic. Not bad.
I tried to do the whole, like, because in the artwork, right, he's like his one arm's like up here, and the other one's like under here, and then he's got his gun, and he's like, what? And then his face is like, it'd have to be like that, because his hat's all weird.
Chat, we'll give you a choice today if you're watching a Twitch while you get your takeaways that we're pretty okay in. We have somebody who is streaming a 12-hour subathon type thing in a maid outfit because they reached a certain goal. We have that option. Or we have maybe someone playing some Dead by Daylight who you've never seen before on this channel. So I'll let you pick. Do you want maid outfit 12-hour stream playing Genshin Impact, or do you want Dead by Daylight? Your options are available to you. So there you go. Any takeaways that were pretty okay today, chat? Something that you learned from today's show? We'll start with our very own. Look, it's Mike O.
I learned that if you let your 7-year-old design your game box, it might look a little weird, especially in terms of Mega Man.
I still think it was just lying around. It's like, I've been waiting for this to happen. Some means for me to use this art.
It's terrible. It's so
story.
bad.
Story I'm going to tell myself
So
at least. Superphonic, my takeaway is that Chris's Crownathon is going to be a roaring success. And still
so
honored.
excited for it.
Still honored that you announced it on our show.
I can't believe that, Chris. Thank you.
Dungeon Meowster KJ, peer pressure happens. Takeaway. It's pretty okay. What are you talking about? Just great ideas. Just great ideas the whole time.
It's called workshopping, KJ.
Quiet, man. Do we all have the same takeaway? It's pretty okay. Yeah, pretty much. My takeaway that was pretty okay is that our interview was pretty outstanding, and I also learned how to say Quinnipiac again.
Quinnipiac.
And I will forget how to say it later because I always forget.
Later.
Also
7
learned
minutes.
Bouillabaisse is a fish stew. So
I thought it was chicken.
Chris, I learned that I could be coerced into going for inflatable. Nope.
Infallible.
That's an inflatable.
I prefer
Fall Guy.
inflatable, if I'm honest. Inflatable Chris MU. It's a whole new product line.
Emma's distinct takeaway is that there is a singing empress among us. It's so good. Nintendo, my takeaway is that 24-hour stream peer pressure is a thing here. No, just an announcement. We just had that announcement. It was definitely long planned.
Yep.
So.
For months.
All right. Thanks to all our Patreon subscribers. Thanks to you, chat, for joining us. Big thanks to our Billy Thundergun Award winner, Chris M.E., and everyone else who made it possible. We're going to send you over to Bald Bold Bear, who is known as BBB. Genshin Impact pretty much has consumed Bear's life, and it's the only game, and is wearing a maid outfit for a 12-hour stream for some reason. We'll be back tomorrow, as we are Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time. Theo should be here. For Mike, for Sean, for Austin, I am Hefty Goof. Thanks for being here. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, GamingMorningShow.tv.